are probably going to win. They're one of the best offenses in history right now.
Lamar Jackson is a more explosive.
I think Baltimore pulls it out.
Nothing to work with. Pile driven by the rookie. Carter, tiptoes, touchdown, Philadelphia. Oh, here he goes. And the touchdown!
This is a big win for this team.
Yes, it is.
What's up, everybody? How we doing? That was a big win last week. Another week this week. Not as hyped up of a game, Thomas, but how you doing, Carolina Panthers in town in Philly?
Yeah, well, people calling it a trap game today, Josh. It's an NFL game today because in the National Football League, anything can happen. Anyone can beat anybody on any given weekend. I think a lot of Eagle fans are quietly, and maybe a little more than quietly, optimistic for this football game, Josh. It's not a great Carolina Panther football team. It's a red-hot Eagle team, and the Eagles have a lot to play for, not just in beating the Panthers, an NFC opponent, but keeping pace with the Detroit Lions for that coveted number 1 seed and, of course, the first-round bye. And a lot of interesting storylines. I'm sure we're going to get to them all, but if you're in the chat right now, drop a like, buckle up. We're going to have some fun today.
Yep, we appreciate that. You guys know how this works. The more likes that we get, the better the Eagles play. It's worked so far since the bye week. It could be the stash. It could be the incident that's happened in the Eagles locker room. Who knows what it is? But so far, Eagles just continue to win, and that's what everybody is very excited about. I will go ahead and throw up on the screen in case people are not aware. Obviously, the inactives for the game. Saw some comments out there also. For the Eagles, nothing surprising if you've been keeping tabs over the last couple days. Tanner McKee, Britton Covey, Sidney Brown, Reed Blankenship, Nick Gates, Darian Kennard, and Trevor Keegan. So all your inactives on that side. Thomas, you talked about it a lot on the pregame video for Reed Blankenship, the Tristin McCollum factor that presents itself there. Quick thoughts. I know we're only about 5 minutes away from kickoff, but just quick thoughts again for those that may not have caught that for safety, secondary, what it means in the Panthers game here.
Well, I think the main takeaway here is Tristin McCollum was more than capable. He had an excellent training camp, but just kind of got lost in the wash of all the different secondary players that were ahead of him. So very capable safety. Excited to see what he can do. Obviously, Blankenship is a big loss, but I think 36 might have a nice day today.
I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully we get maybe a few interceptions. I did make a play, and I'll just go ahead and throw this out there as well. If you're not already, make sure to get signed up with Underdog. You can use my code Philly Special, get up to $1,000 in bonus cash. I do have my play here. I'll mention it. I've also got Thomas's as well. But for mine, I'm going with Saquon Barkley over at least 20-yard rush, like a longest rush of at least 20 yards. I was going back and forth on like the yardage itself, but the fact that this game, I'm hoping it's going to be a blowout. I think it's going to be a blowout, so I don't really going to go with a yardage point, but the fact that, big plays, Saquon, I'm taking Jalen for the over 1.5 touchdowns. That's kind of risky there, I know, but I feel
a risky one.
If Carolina sells out for the run, maybe you get a little bit easier passing. Bryce Young to throw at least 1 interception. I'm hoping for like 3. Maybe we get one from Tristin McCollum, Coop, all in one game. That'd be fantastic. And then the last one there is a quick hitter that, it's very early because it's a first quarter bet or a first quarter prop, but 8.5 receiving yards. Can Smitty basically get 1 catch from Jalen early? So
that's
can
pretty
they
good.
do that? But there you go. Also for yours, I got those thrown up there.
There
you went a little bit differently, but I like some of those. Talk us through the play.
I'm trying to play a little safe here, Josh. I haven't hit a 4-team or a 4-person underdog, I guess you call him parlay, in a while. I got Chuba Hubbard over 52.5 rushing yards. Chuba Hubbard is probably the best player on the Carolina Panthers offense, and the Eagles are very good against the run. How does he get to 52 rushing yards? Maybe he breaks one early. That's a tough one. A.J. Brown, I'm going 77.5, and so obviously I think it's going to be a big passing day. It's going to be risky, though, if they get to a big early lead, but I think they'll throw the football enough early to get those numbers. Kenny Gainwell, I love me some Kenny G higher. I got 20.5 here, expecting a fourth quarter Kenny G masterclass. And then I do think Smitty, this one with AJ, it's a little tough, but 46.5 receiving yards. No Dallas Goedert today. I think 11 and 6 are your main receiving targets, Josh.
There we go. Okay. Well, again, scan the QR code, get signed up. Not too late. Also, free plays if you use code Philly Special in the lobby. So, shout out to Underdog. Really quickly as well, Carolina inactives, as we're just a couple minutes from kickoff. Jadeveon Clowney is out. So I wondered whenever he made the comment about the Philly fans, is like, does he make that comment before he plays? He only made it worse on his teammates about the Philly fans. If you didn't catch it, he's saying like, oh yeah, Philly fans are the worst, basically. We can't stand them. But he's not there. He didn't even travel with the team. So Jadeveon Clowney, Jalen Coker, wide receivers also out. Jamie Robinson, several different cornerbacks as well, and then offensive lineman Jarrett Kingston. But the biggest couple takeaways, Jadeveon Clowney and Jalen Coker are not going to be present. It'd be interesting to see, though. Bryce Young has played much better as over the last couple weeks. Is he able to elevate his game enough against this number one NFL defense to present a game, or does this end up being a blowout?
12.5 right now, I think, was the opening line heading into this week. I think it stayed around there in terms of Philadelphia being favorited. Bryce Young has been playing very well, and that was against a Chiefs defense that many people consider still top 10 in the National Football League. They were probably number 1 to start the season, have come back down to earth a little bit with the rest of that Chiefs team. But overall, Bryce Young is definitely not the first half of the season Bryce Young that we saw get benched for Andy Dalton. Seemed like he was going to be traded at the trade deadline. And they do have decent weapons on the outside. Adam Thielen is back. He was a big part of that overtime comeback almost win against the Bucs last week. Obviously, Xavier Legette, the rookie wide receiver who has been, again, pretty good, kind of rookie wide receiver numbers, not quite over 400 yards receiving this season. But I think overall, Philadelphia does their job and does what they're supposed to do. Then you're going to have kind of a long day for Bryce Young and the Carolina Panthers, who there is no such thing as tanking the National Football League, Josh, because everyone wants to win. You don't know if you'll be a Panther next season, but Carolina, along with a bunch of other football teams, really vying for that top overall draft pick. And so, I don't know, it'd be nice if they just kind of rolled over today and let Philadelphia have a nice, easy win before what's going to be a massive matchup next Sunday afternoon versus the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, I think that's what we all want. We were talking about it, score predictions naturally. Where this thing could head, the Eagles have the most sacks in the NFL since week 6. Like, that is also a point to be brought up as far as if this game starts to get a little bit out of hand, we may see the pass rush pin its ears back even more.
Yeah.
Do you get a Charles Harris who was leading, I believe, the Panthers in sacks before he was waived by the Panthers, and now he's a Philadelphia Eagle? It would be, kind of a interesting, cool story, roundabout way to sack Bryce Young and say, all right, hey, here I'm on Philly. But nonetheless, we shall see here in about a minute. So make sure to hit the like button. We appreciate you guys. Nate starting out with the two bomb. Let's go. Says, we hear Bird Gang fly, Saquon fly.
There you go.
Saquon is, I believe, 109 yards. Was he 109 yards away? Was that
that was 106?
Was it 106?
Like that.
Okay.
109,
we're
106.
Somewhere there. Just get 110 yards. We'll just say that. Get 110 yards. You got
That's
it.
Right.
But yeah, shout out to you, Nate. We appreciate that. Let's see. I've still got, make sure we're synced up, but we'll give the clock and everything. I'm getting a players to watch graphic, and now we're back to commercial. Is that where you're
Okay, I'm on commercial break right now, so we will
okay. I may refresh whenever we get there.
See what they do here.
But,
yeah.
Let's see. There other people were mentioning this. I'm sure you did, or you saw it already, Thomas. But for those that did not, Quinyon Mitchell has been insane. But now he is embracing his destiny. He is wearing he's rocking the Quinyanamo Bay hoodie that also says Quinyanamo Bay Correctional Facility. So I don't know that it gets much better. But it's also official. It's not Quintanamo, because it went back and forth. It's Quintanamo or Quinyanamo. Officially, Q is making it be known. It's with the Y.
There you go. I love it. No, it's I thought Quintanamo sounded better personally. That was just me, but Quinyanamo, I don't hate it either.
There you go. Yeah, and Coop deciding to go with a little bit more of the polished look with a suit. So Coop in a suit. There was his. Coop in a suit. Going through some of the pregame. Jalen Hurts was made some cleats this past week with the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. And actually rocking those to support, and so kind of a custom-made design there. That was pretty cool. So
gotta like that.
Smitty is back. See him walking out there on the tunnel earlier. Got to see what DeVonta does, as well as the Eagles have a fullback, and he's activated. Khari Blasingame in the 48. What do we see from him? Does it help the running game? Hopefully for Saquon and your pick with Kenny. So I don't know how it would actually. It feels like in this game, if you're going to get him acclimated, do it before the Pittsburgh one, and just see where that leads to. Anyway, I'm pumped. I am pumped to see a fullback, a legit fullback. No offense to Ben Van Sumeren, but legit fullback here for the Eagles offense.
Yeah, going to be a lot of fun. And obviously, people joining us in the chat as well. We're over 1,000 people between both channels right now. We appreciate you guys hanging out. Let's just go a nice clean win, Josh. And by clean, I mean healthy win. I think injuries are always a concern as you are one of the top seeds in the National Football League. It seems like the NFC East is well within your grasp. Just don't have any sort of other major injuries. And so, let's just hope and pray that that is the case today. And I think the passing game needs to show off a little bit today, Josh. This is definitely a time for a Jalen Hurts 300-yard passing day. Now, maybe you get too far ahead to where you don't throw in the fourth quarter, which would make sense, but get on track as if you would throw a 300-yard passing day and really work this 32nd, I believe, ranked pass defense in the National Football League that has really struggled to cover people as of the past couple of weeks.
That's why I picked the over on the yards. So hopefully I win my bet. Although I'm not sweating it out as much. TJ, appreciate the 5-bomb here. Said, hey, Josh, did you hear about the guy who bet $3 million on the Eagles 12.5 line today? If he wins, yes, $400,000. Officially, if he wins, it's $430 or $442, I think, $442,000. Thomas, if you had $3.1 million, well, he's surely got way more than that. But if you had $3.1 million to use to bet on, do you bet it on a money line game with that type of payout for this one?
I don't know if I do that one, but if you're that confident, as the kick is underway, by the way, here, Carolina returning it from the 10 up to the 15 to the 20 and then hit down. That's the 26-yard line, so make sure we're synced up here as out trots Bryce Young. But maybe I throw it on this one. You mean 3-9, right? This is not 2023 Eagles. We hope this isn't the replay of the Arizona Cardinal game last week, so we'll see. But out trots the Panthers, white jerseys, blue pants, white socks, and of course their silver helmets. Adam Thielen will check in as well, along with Chuba Hubbard, Xavier Legette are your three weapons on the outside. Philadelphia green jerseys, white pants, black socks, I believe, today, and of course midnight green helmets as well. So a bunch of black socks look pretty good in my opinion, but here we go. Ball 26-yard line, first opening play of this football game for the Panther offense, moving from our right to our left from the Panther 26. Starting from the shotgun is Bryce Young. He's got Hubbard to his left. This will be a play fake to Hubbard. Now dumps it off to Hubbard again in the open field across the 30 and shoved out of bounds by Zach Bond. That'll be a gain of 6 on first down.
There we go. Looks like I'm about a play behind at this point, so we can get synced up here in a second.
Okay.
You can
pause
call.
after this
We
next
can wait
play.
till the next natural break if you want. That's fine.
Second down and 2. They got him up to an 8-yard gain there. 14:30 to go here. Opening drive of the opening quarter. Bryce Young will start under center now. Lone setback is Hubbard with 3 receivers, slot to the far side. Young calls for the football. Turn give Hubbard. Tries to bounce it across the line to gain and does. There's a tackle by Cooper DeJean, rocking that 33 in the back of his jersey, but a gain of 3 on second down and 2 when Carolina has their first down of the day.
All right. We'll see defense. Shout out to Ryan. Said, howdy, long time no see. Saquon for 150 plus today. Fly Eagles fly. Appreciate that.
There you go.
Also,
I
Theo
paused
with
a
a
little
5.
bit here. Trying to see if I can slow it down just a little bit as the Eagle defense breaks the huddle. Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, Milton Williams, Josh Sweat, Nolan Smith, your 5-man front here on first down and 10 from the Panther 37. Young under center, 2 tight receivers at the top and bottom of the formation. Deep drop on play action. He's hit, and that is going to be incomplete as Jalen Carter was right in the face of Bryce Young there. Maybe got a hand on the football or maybe the arm of Bryce Young. Incomplete passes. Looks like Carter just blew up the right tackle.
Yeah, there was no biting on the play action fake. Just runs right through there, unblocked pretty much. Be interesting. I mean, JC's been unstoppable even whenever he gets one-on-one, but I'll tell you what, one thing that to me gets it's not necessarily underrated, but maybe not even mentioned enough is the fact that, like, he is a film guru. Like, he watches an insane amount of film, so he's prepared on game day. Now, not only does he have the tools, but he does it based on his football IQ.
One on the play clock, Bryce Young, they're not going to get this snap off, although I guess they do. He's going to throw. Pressure coming, bails out of the pocket. Now he's going to be hit and throwing this one deep left side. That's incomplete. Trying to get to former Eagle. It was Miles Sanders. That's incomplete, though. I thought for sure the game clock would have winded down as Young snapped that past the 0 marker, but benefit of the doubt, incomplete pass. Good pressure again here by Josh Sweat, 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, you're right. Super late to even get the snap off. 2 guys in the area as well. It's not really a design play call, I'm sure, but Xavier Legette and Miles Sanders in the same space. Something happened there, but now you got a long 3rd down.
Turn of Miles Sanders to Philadelphia as a Carolina Panther, the backup to Chuba Hubbard. 3rd and 10 from the Panther 37. Young in the gun with Hubbard to his left. 3 in the play clock. Now takes a snap at 2. Looks right, throws right. That's going to be caught. Oh, big hit, though. Incomplete. Jarring it loose is C.J. Gardner-Johnson. That was Xavier Legette, who got a welcome to Philadelphia moment as a rookie. That's the biggest hit of the season.
Yeah, that was a violent blow. I mean, my gosh. And a clean hit, too, because he gets the head out in front of the body there. Really good hit, like you said, jarring the ball loose. And, yeah, that's a good tone setter. They talk about being the most physical team. First drive, you get hit like that. Let's go.
There's a celebration. We, of course, talked to Jokes Hunt earlier this week, telling everybody to calm down. Not a big deal. Calm down after
we
the
do
big
this.
plays, obviously. As here comes your first punt of the day, underway from the 35. There is a penalty flag at the line of scrimmage. This is going to be DeJean back, who fair catches it at zone 10. No Britton Covey today, and so DeJean back to his punt return duties. But again, a penalty at the line of scrimmage here on a 4th and 10. So either way, Philly will still be getting the football. Depends on whether they want to re-kick or not.
All right, there we go.
Potentially an offsides would be my guess here. Let's see. Carl Sheffer is our referee. 17th season for him. Here he goes. Illegal formation on the offense. My guess is Philly will repunt.
I would.
And they will.
Okay.
All right. Have you gotten the Carl Sheffer's call yet, Josh?
I'm about, it looks like maybe 10 or 15 seconds behind you still.
Okay. I'm going to keep pausing, making sure we're more linked up here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can give you a signal on the play clock whenever I see it.
Saquon Barkley had come onto the field. Now they're going to trot back out and, of course, go ahead and re-kick this one. As Xavier Legette, after dealing with the punishment from C.J. Gardner-Johnson into the blue medical tent, he got his world rocked and obviously probably getting checked for a concussion. So punt number 2 on a 4th and 15. Panthers get their first down and then stall. A lot of pressure from the Eagle defensive line early in this game, as we expect against a 3-9 Panther team. And DeJean, of course, scoots a little bit more forward to receive this next punt as the play clock gets rolling at 19, 18,
I'm
17,
like 2 seconds behind.
16. All right, we'll make sure we do it after this play. Yep. There's your snap. Punt is away. Philadelphia in punt protection. This one much shorter. As caught by DeJean at the 23, across the 25, stiff arms a man, and then drugged down at the 25-yard line. Didn't get any further. And we'll go timeout on the field as the Eagle offense will get their first look of the day. Eagle defense, good early start.
Okay. 15-point difference, too, on the penalty. Or 15-yard difference.
Yard difference. Got to like that. Got to like that. All right. Pretty sure Miles was on IR. Was that? Oh, it's Jadeveon Sanders. Excuse me. I saw the 0 and the Sanders on the back of the jersey. It is not Miles Sanders. It is Jadeveon Sanders. So just
you're right.
FYI.
Yes, of course.
Thank you, chat, for keeping me focused here.
Well, I just went with it because I was like 15 seconds behind, and I didn't even double check either. So I would have been saying the same thing. But
AJ says, is Covey out hurt? Or like DeJean Moore returns? Covey is out. He is inactive today, dealing with, I believe, still the shoulder injury, right? Isn't that what he was called for?
Yes. Yeah. Or the neck injury.
The neck injury.
Fell forward into the chest. Yeah. Yep.
There you go. Okay. All right, Eagle offense. We've been awful on opening drives in first quarters, except for the very impressive, really first drive for the Rams game. Do they have a opening drive that works today, Josh? That's the real question.
Yes, I'm gonna say yes.
Okay,
I mean, we're all hoping for it, but yes, finally get one here. Kellen Moore talked about it in the press conference lead up to the week. Lane Johnson said the same thing of like, look, we hold things back. You know, there's times where we hold things back for the second half, but he's like, it would be nice to get kickstarted. This is not a team where you need to hold anything. Just go ahead and take care of business, move on, and get this win. So I'm going to say yes. You march down the field, take care of business, get this one hopefully, dare I say, wrapped up early, but just take care of business.
Not the most exciting weekend in terms of matchups in the National Football League. Your other early games today, Josh, Jaguars and Titans. That is a 2-10 team versus a 3-9 team. Tennessee up 3-0. Dolphins, Jets 6-0. They have just scored on their opening drive, but missed the extra point, did Miami. Falcons, Vikings have a rushing touchdown for Tyler Algier. That puts the Falcons 6-0 over, now 7-0 over the Minnesota Vikings. Something to keep an eye on there for Eagle playoff seeding. Giants 0, Saints 0 early in the first quarter. Browns, Steelers, 0-0. Raiders and Bucks, the only other 1 o'clock window here, also 0-0. We'll keep an eye on some of the other scores today. But that Vikings-Falcons matchup is very important because if you were to have a scenario where the Lions start to struggle, Minnesota can still be the 1 seed if they have a tiebreaker with Philadelphia in terms of the loss number. So a loss today would go a long way as long as Philadelphia wins. Back from commercial break, 23 in the play clock. Out comes Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley. Of course, DeVonta Smith back as mentioned from the hamstring. Missed last week. He's at the top of the formation. And Grant Calcaterra in for now the IR moved Dallas Goedert. Hurts in the pistol. Takes the opening snap for Philadelphia. Turn gives Saquon Barkley running right side. Bounces it out around the corner and gets about 8 yards before he's thrown out of bounds there by J.C. Horn, the former first-round draft pick. But there is a penalty marker in the backfield, probably a hold. This one might come back, Josh.
I was just about to say, how great is that? That's a perfect start. You run the football, pick up 8 yards. See what this probably a hold. Yeah.
There it is. I think they got
Okay.
Lane Johnson, if I heard that correctly. They get it on 65.
Mm-hmm.
And so an 8-yard gain on first down is going to back them up to first down and 20 now, Josh. And those first drives always start with a first down. That's the big key factor Kellen Moore talks about, and just got a lot harder there now with first and 20.
Yep, moving backwards on the first one. Not exactly the recipe for success, but maybe this is the throwing opportunity. Let's get Jalen to get involved here. They're looking at Saquon for something on the sidelines. I don't know if it's
Looking at his
equipment-wise or
chest
what.
right now. Going to keep an eye on that. So first and 18 officially. Motion Dotson across the formation. Takes the snap. Turn give. No play action to Gainwell. Hurts. Deep drop. Clean pocket. Now throws right. Caught Jahan Dotson out of the backfield. And he'll fall forward for a gain of about 5. He's second down and 13. As that was probably a shot play to either AJ or Smitty. And Hurts decided to check it down to 83. And Dotson gets his first catch of the game. He's averaging about 1 so far this season, and maybe he has it all the way out as Kenny Gainwell stays in. No Saquon Barkley for snap number 3 of this opening drive.
That was a thought before the game. Does Dotson finally get a catch at a few yards? But would have been a good one.
Philadelphia from their own 22-yard line. Gainwell comes back into a shotgun formation, takes the run left side. Nice size hole there. There goes Gainwell across the 30, stumbling for a
Let's
first down,
go.
more to the 40, and Kenny Gainwell's first touch of the day will go for nearly 20 on second and 15. He gets about 23, and there's my Kenny Gainwell over yardage on the first snap of the game. How about that?
I was going to say, yes, that's an automatic one that you needed there. The great blocking setup, as you said, to the left side. And Kenny G, we've said this before, but he gets overlooked naturally because of what Saquon Barkley is. But Kenny's fresh, and especially behind this offensive line, you're not going to lose much of a step.
Officially 19 as he stays in this game. No Saquon Barkley after his first run getting checked out on the sideline. Play action to Gainwell again. Hurts has pressure, hit, and sacked. As that was pretty easy there for Josey Jewell, the free agent addition out of Denver from the linebacker spot. And Hurts is sacked and will lose 5 or 6 yards.
Man, that was, good play made by Josey Jewell. I couldn't tell if that was a situation where Kenny's supposed to stay a little bit longer in case of that blitz, or it's just a lack of a blitz pickup there. But move backwards again. You got a long second down.
Saquon Barkley has checked back into the game, along with E.J. Jenkins just moved to the active roster. Obviously been up and down the practice squad for Philadelphia this year, but no Dallas Goedert, and so a roster spot for Jenkins. He's at the top of the tight end formation. 3 receivers, shotgun, Barkley to the right, second and 18. Hurts takes the snap, 4-man pressure, he'll throw. Looks left, throws left, that's incomplete. Trying to get a screen to Saquon Barkley. Defended very well by the Panther defensive line, and very quickly, Josh, 3rd and 18 for this Eagle offense.
Yeah, nothing going there. The Panthers read it well, had guys in the area. Jalen just kind of throws it intentionally incomplete so that you don't have a loss on the play, but after one big run from Kenny, you're thinking this is going to get rolling, and now all of a sudden, 3rd and 18, what do you dial up here?
First drive for the Philadelphia Eagle offense. Carolina, if you're just joining us, got 1 first down and then stalled. A lot of pressure from the Eagle defensive line, Eagle offensive line. Run blocking well, not pass blocking well early. 3rd and 18 from the Bird 34. Hurts in the gun with Saquon to his right. Takes the snap with a 4-man pressure. Clean pocket, looking across the middle. Now fires across the middle, and that's going to be incomplete. Dangerous throw there. Wanted Jahan Dotson, and he kind of had to be the defender on that play, Josh, as Jackson came up to make the pass go incomplete. And Philadelphia gets 1 first down, like they sometimes do on these opening drives, and an instant punt.
Yep, it's you overcame the holding call. It's just you get usually percentages-wise, if you have a hold or a sack on a drive, it kills it. You get both on it and makes life a lot more difficult. So, like you said, at least you didn't turn the ball over. But man, seemed like a promising drive and then nothing.
Braden Mann gets this one away from his own 24. 17-mile-per-hour winds in Philadelphia today, and an immediate tackle there by Keely Ringo, the Panther punt returner, for no gain.
Let's go.
I got to see where the ball's at. Probably about the 20, but Braden Mann, early MVP votes, at least from us, last week with his performance against the Baltimore Ravens and flipping the field, especially in that second half, and another good punt there and great punt return coverage by the two gunners in Ringo and Isaiah Rodgers. We go to commercial break.
Man is the man. Helps flip the field at least.
Oh, man. All right. Well, penalties, kind of the story there. Didn't work. Penalties and a sack. It's kind of par for the course for this Eagle offense on their opening drives of football games.
Yeah, it's Mouse Manager says first quarter always slow.
Always.
I was thinking this would be the drive. You know, I was like, let's go down there, move the football. Kenny G.
Yep.
He got your.
Yep.
Almost got. I don't know if he got the exact number.
He's one away.
He's
one away.
So I mean, he's basically there. It's just, man, you kill it with you overcome the penalty and then immediately you get the sack, and all of a sudden you're playing behind the chains again. So, well, see what the defense can give the ball back to you quickly. It's good to see Saquon was back on there though, so it looked like maybe more of a equipment issue than any sort of injury. So.
A lot of people talking about A.J. Brown being wide open on that 3rd and 18. Hurts didn't see him. Could have been a touchdown pass according to Twitter. We need to see a replay to know for sure. But 2,100 people watching. Appreciate you guys hanging out in both the chat of my stream and Josh's as well.
Mm-hmm.
As Mario Arena says, going to bite us in the butt during the playoffs in terms of these slow starts, potentially, right? You get down early, gets a football team as good as maybe the Vikings or obviously the Detroit Lions. Could be a little tricky, but first drive, though, it's for me, Josh, it's more the first quarter, right? I mean, first drive is great to go down and score. And Philadelphia's obviously struggled on those. I just want to be able to score in the first quarter and not have 2 or 3 drives in quarter number 1 that basically go nowhere.
Yeah. And against a team like this, that would have been the thought, or, coming into it, okay, are you able to assert your dominance? Are you able to start quicker? Kellen Moore said so many times of like, can we actually, or we need to, but can we make some adjustments? We've talked about everything else. This team is good whenever they start seeing, oh, the defense is playing us this way. Let's go ahead and change now. And all of a sudden you see that in the second quarter, third quarter. But it's like the offense, it's a slow go almost every single time. So you figure you got to eventually fix it. But before the playoffs, I know it's a minor thing because they keep winning, they keep stopping teams. Defense has been lights out. But, if you go up against a quality opponent in the playoffs, sometimes the possessions are narrowed, so you got to get started a little quicker.
Here's a first down run to Chuba Hubbard. Gets the edge and will have a first down and more. Shoved out of bounds by Darius Slay. 13-yard gain. Hubbard's been nice so far on limited carries. This one, of course, to start the Panthers' second offensive drive of the day.
Yeah, good run to the right side.
28, Josh, 27, 26.
Yep. Looks like we're seeing
25. All right, good to go there. 2 carries, 18 yards for Hubbard. Bryce Young, 1 for 4 for 8 yards, and he'll start under center here on a first down and 10 from the Eagle 39-yard line. Hubbard, the lone setback. Xavier Legette not back in this football game yet. Young under center. 6-man front for the Birds. They'll hand it off to Hubbard. Tries to cut up field and does a nice job to get back across the line of scrimmage and fall forward for a gain of 3, maybe 4 there. Josh Sweat and Nakobe Dean combined for that tackle. It'll be second down and 6.
Yeah, that time was a little bit better stop. The last play, Nolan Smith did not keep contained, and obviously Chuba was able to run for 13, but this is not the recipe for success here. You got to start limiting this. They're going to keep running with Hubbard if they can.
Legette is back in, bottom of the formation, now slot for Adam Thielen. Young under center on 2nd and 6. Hubbard still the lone setback. Play fake to him. Young looking to set up the screen to Chuba Hubbard. Catches the football out of the backfield and then goes forward for a gain of about 4. Tackled by Nolan Smith just shy of the line to gain. Penalty marker in the backfield in the area of, I believe, an eligible man downfield, Josh. No, it's a hold on the Panther offense, and that will back him up by 10 yards.
All right. So 2nd and 16. Tommy Tremble with the hold. You saw Nolan and JC hit the ground really quickly, so I wonder if that was the part there. Yeah, just kind of drags Nolan Smith down as he's going to Bryce Young. So
not really necessary either, but 2nd and 16 now for Carolina. 9:04 running clock, first quarter in a scoreless game. Tavian Sanders has checked in as the running back, along with Chuba Hubbard. Sorry, at tight end, excuse me. 2nd and 16. Young from the Panther 33. Hubbard to his right. Thielen split out wide. Don't know if I got the play clock off or the snap did not go. Nope, and there's a delay of game, Josh.
Wow.
That should have been as it was in the first drive, but they get him this time, and 2nd and 18 just became 2nd down and a mile.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think they got that one off before we heard any whistles, but 2nd and 21. See if the defense now gets something going. Bryce wanted it. He was clapping for it for a long time, just never got the ball.
2nd and 21 now. 8:41 to go here, opening quarter. 27th in the National Football League in terms of penalty yards a game. At 60 are the Carolina Panthers. A lot of them early. Ball back at the Panther 27.5-yard line. Young in the gun, Hubbard to his right. Takes the snap. 4-man pressure, looks left, throws left quick. That's caught. There's Xavier Legette, and he's going to be tackled by a multitude of birds, including Gardner Johnson and Tristin McCollum. And he got about 6 or 7 there. Gardner Johnson a little slow to get up, Josh, and he is still on his back with his hands in the air. This is not looking good.
Oh, gosh.
Philadelphia light at safety today, Josh. I believe Avonte Maddox would be the emergency safety with no Reed Blankenship or Sidney Brown today.
Yeah, that's not a good sign for multiple reasons. I couldn't tell if it was something that he got hit in the head, like a concussion type of deal.
It looks like it. I think so.
Yeah, he's
I think
laying
so.
on the ground still.
Okay, we go to commercial break with Gardner Johnson now, the Eagle. We all hold our breath and hope he's okay. It will be Avonte Maddox who will fill in for him if needed be.
It's not the most heartwarming. We can't necessarily get as much confidence about if we have to have Avonte Maddox in there. Let's see. Yeah, that didn't take long for the comments to go in that direction. Andrew says, please put Andre Sam instead of Maddox. That's a thought, I guess.
He's elevated.
See him
he technically could.
He trained with C.J. Gardner-Johnson in the offseason, so I wouldn't be honestly, like, if you have options between either him or Avonte Maddox, I would go in the direction of Andre Sam. So we'll see. Shout out to all you guys, though. We're up to almost 2,500 viewers between the two streams. Only 400 likes, though. So if you hit the like button, appreciate that. Also, subscribe. We got some crazy giveaways going on right now. Thomas has the Cooper DeJean signed helmet, so make sure to sub there. Also, I've got a Saquon or a Jalen Hurts signed helmet. See, right there. Heck,
how about that,
doesn't get much better than the Cooper DeJean signed helmet like that. That is pretty sick.
70,000 subs. We're going to give that away. My guess will be this week. So if you have not subscribed yet, then you're not entered. That's the way to do it.
There we go.
Officially signed by old 33, huh? Gotta like that. It's going to be fun. I actually, I was wearing it around the house yesterday, and it fits just fine. It's a full-size helmet. I kind of wish I could keep it, but not the case. Not the case.
I've had issues with those trying to get them to fit, unfortunately. I don't know. Just,
Oh, really?
I did. The last two.
Well.
Like the Isaiah Rodgers one didn't fit. And then what was the other one? I guess the last Saquon Barkley. But I was thinking, like, surely it would. But yeah, I don't know. For some reason.
All right, too big of a head. That's what we're saying over here. The head size is just a little too big.
I don't know.
Got to get a bigger size helmet. Eagles got to have us out for training camp and let us put on some pads and run around. That'd be kind of fun. One of these days.
It would be a blast. Yeah.
All right, back from commercial break. Gardner Johnson has gotten up and is going into the blue medical tent. I believe we're going to be checking for a concussion. But Avonte Maddox in, Tristin McCollum in. We got some backup safeties right now. We'll see if Bryce Young takes some shots against this Eagles secondary. 3rd and 13 at hand, though, at the 36-yard line of the Carolina Panthers. Young in the gun. Hubbard to his left. 3 receivers tight of the formation. Takes a low snap. 4-man pressure. Stands in the pocket. Looks across the middle. Throws. That's going to be caught. That's a first down. There's Adam Thielen, the savvy veteran, back from IR. He was there for a couple of weeks. Wow, they're going to mark him short, Josh. I thought for sure he had forward progress. He's about a yard short, according to the line judge. They're going to call 4th down.
Wow, that is shocking because you're right, Thomas, he caught it. And, I mean, at the point that the ball hits his hands, he's like 2 yards past the sticks. But it's kind of trying to rule, I guess, when he fully gains possession and then he's brought down. I don't know. I got to imagine they're going to look at this again.
Working on the savvy veteran Darius Slay, back from injury, missed last week. And they are officially going to review it, and they have changed it. It's a first down. So there's your quick booth review and they have fixed it. Not a problem, and I think we all agree with that. As Bryce Young connects for a first down, it seemed pretty obvious that he had the forward progress where he caught that football, and your first throw to Adam Thielen goes for 13, exactly what they needed. 1st and 10 now, up at the Panther 49-yard line. 2 tight end look right now. Young under center, Hubbard the lone setback. Here's a first down play action pass. Now he's going to take a shot down left side of the football field. Incomplete. There's your first target into the area of Quinyon Mitchell. And of course, as we know, it's incomplete. Be 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, you're not going to have a whole lot of success going that direction. Although, I will say, Jalen Carter was, people are mentioning this in the chat, Jalen Carter was held drastically on the last completion to Adam Thielen. That time I couldn't tell on the last play, although Bryce Young had all day to throw. So in terms of the pass rush, got to get back there. Maybe we get a holding call eventually on JC, but 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 ball at the Panther 49-yard line. 6:48 to go opening quarter. Young takes a snap, looks right. Now he's going to hand it off to Hubbard, who makes a man miss, and Carter, and gets across the 50 to the Eagle 49. That'll be a gain of 3 yards. So 3rd down coming up for the Panthers. Make it 3rd and 7.
Good stop,
using
good
Chuba Hubbard
D.
a lot. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, good stop, good swarming defense, limiting, to 3 yards. Much better tackling group since the bye week.
3rd and 7 right now. Play clock at 16. Bryce Young's opened this game 3 of 7 for 29 yards. Needs 7 more here to move the chains. In the shotgun from the Eagle 49-yard line. Runs up to the line of scrimmage. Barks out some offensive line changes. Man coverage being shown. Philadelphia brings a blitz. Young in trouble. Now he's going to be hit and sacked. And there's Zach
Let's
Bond
go.
back at the 45-yard line. He came on the linebacker blitz. And there's the Eagles' first sack of the day. It'll be a punt for Carolina.
Big time, baby. Saquon. I'm not going to lie. I was a little bit concerned that he jumped the line of scrimmage here. As he's rushing up there, he timed it perfectly, I suppose. But, that was a little close. That was a little close.
The old pass rush moves, Josh. He was blocked one-on-one against a guard there coming in the B gap, and he got right around him, used those arms to shed the incoming blocker and get to the quarterback, and there's the Birds' first sack of the day. And his 117th tackle on the season for Bond, as there goes the punt safely away with DeJean waiting back at his own 5. He's going to let this one go, and it's going to bounce and be fair. Oh, actually caught at the 10. That took a very favorable Eagle bounce. Could have been down at the 1, but rolled forward in the direction the Eagles wanted it to go for a gain of a net gain down to about the 10-yard line. And so they all high-five Bond on the sideline. We go to commercial break, and the Eagle offense will get their second shot at the Panther defense on the other side of this commercial.
Yeah, that's you're right, Thomas. That was a little bit fortunate because for a second there, it looked like you're going to get it the 2-yard line. So 10's not as bad. Would have been better naturally if it goes into the end zone. But let's go, defense. How great is this defense? I know that it's Carolina, but just time and time again, when the opportunity arises, it's with the pass rush. We said they lead the NFL in sacks since week 6. It's everybody. It's not just hey, we point to one person and say, well, throw out it Jalen Carter has 10 sacks, right? Or Josh Sweat has 10 sacks and everybody else is kind of getting a couple. It's across the board. You just have everybody contributing and you never exactly know who that's going to be, which ultimately is probably the biggest benefit for this pass rush. Because if you're an offensive team and you're game planning for this unit, it's not, hey, let's stop one guy. It's, well, they could send the blitzers from the linebackers who are really good at blitzing, or they could be one of the pass rushers. So kudos to the unit. Obviously, what Vic Fangio has done is insane. But there you go. Offense, it is time to answer the call. It is time to please go down and score. It may not be in the first quarter. You have 5 minutes left, but I don't know, a drive of 90 yards. Can you go 90 yards in less than 5 minutes?
Zach Bond's free agent asking price just went up there as well, as C.J. Gardner-Johnson is walking back to the locker room, according to Twitter. And so looks like he will be evaluated for a concussion, and my guess is going to be probably done for the day, if we're being honest here. And so you're going to see a lot of Avonte Maddox from the safety position, a place he played a lot during training camp. They're really trying to convert him to safety at times during training camp, and of course started the season at the nickel because DeJean wasn't ready, on and off this football field over the course of the season, but looks like he's going to play a lot more today. Someone who's heavily not favorited, let's say, by Eagle fans at this point.
Yeah, just a bit. Markel Womack with a 2. I didn't see a comment, but we appreciate the 2, the support.
Thank you.
If there's another comment, I can try to throw it up on the screen, but we do appreciate that. Nate with a 5. Appreciate that. Nate said, if the Eagles don't extend Bond, I'll be a Cowboys fan. No, I won't, but I'll really be effing mad. Sign 53 like yesterday. We agree with you of yes, get the extension done. Appreciate the passion and the energy, but yeah, it's going a little bit far if we don't sign him. Hannah with a 2 also said Billboard Bond is a sack machine. He's a stud.
3.5 so far in the season, including that one. Here goes the Eagle offense from their own 10. Hurts under center. Here's a toss left to Saquon Barkley. It's see how well it's blocked up front, and they do a good job as Barkley keeps the legs churning across the 15 to the 16. It'd be a gain of 6 on first down, 2nd and 4. And so whatever was going on with Saquon Barkley early on that opening drive, Josh, seems to be resolved. Potentially equipment malfunction, but all good after Kenny Gainwell played the majority of that first drive due to Barkley being on the sideline. 2nd and 4.
We can breathe a little bit of a sigh of relief. It did look like an equipment, but, anytime he goes off that early, you're like, oh my gosh, what just happened?
Johnny Wilson checked into the game, bottom of the formation. DeVonta Smith, slot to the near side. No targets for him or A.J. Brown so far early in this game. 2nd and 4, Panthers potentially showing a blitz, and they are going to come as Hurts is going to pump and run this one now and slide forward for a gain of 2. That was a hot route, I believe, that was supposed to be a little, probably a screen to Smitty, and Jalen saw Smitty running the wrong direction, and so he decided to tuck it and run and turn a negative play into at least a 2-yard positive. 3rd and 4.
Yeah, Jalen had a little word with Smitty afterward, like, as you said, thinking it should have been a different play or Smitty should have done something differently. Short yardage here. Pick up a 3rd down.
Yeah, they gave more than I thought. Officially 3rd and 2 now. 3:56 to go here, opening quarter. If we get a shot at Kellen Moore on the sideline trying to figure out this first down of this second drive. Hurts in the gun from his own 18. Takes the snap. Now design quarterback run. He's going to be stifled in the backfield and fall down for a sack. That went nowhere as Philadelphia backwards on their first 2 drives here. And a couple of boo birds there in Lincoln Financial Field as the first quarter woes are going to continue for an Eagle offense with a quick 3 and out.
It's not the worst call in the world because we've seen this, delayed draw or this quarterback run. Lane Johnson just kind of gets blocked backwards into Jalen. I don't know if Jalen was expecting Lane to push his man forward a little bit more where he could take the edge, but it did appear like, with some tough yards, Jalen could have picked up the first down.
4th and 5, loss of 3. Braden Mann gets this one away off his right foot. It's short and going to be caught at the 40 and running with the football up the field, still going to the 50, and then brought down by Will Shipley and a multitude of birds, I believe, to about the Eagle 50-yard line. We got the overhead camera shot there on our Fox broadcast, and so not exactly sure, but they're going to go to a quick commercial break as back out comes Bryce Young with his best starting field position of the day for drive number 3, Josh, and for whatever reason, Eagle offense can be incredible at times. We saw this with the Baltimore Raven game last week. They were very slow to start, weren't moving the football, got down early, and then eventually came roaring back and had a 2nd and 4th quarter to remember. But they can have long stints, especially early in games where this offense looks as anemic as possible, and we're seeing that right now.
Yeah, there's not really an answer for it. Sometimes it's just infuriating. You see, as you talk about, you got the playmakers, you see the plays later in games. It's just early on, it looks like a very disinterested offense. That's why they're 32nd in terms of efficiency. But I don't know. Quick back from a commercial break, so I'll get to the super chats here in a bit.
1st and 10, 3:01 to go, first quarter. From the 47-yard line of Philadelphia. Bryce Young takes a snap. He's going to throw. Looks right, throws right. Wide open. Caught Adam Thielen. He beat Cooper DeJean on a go route and steps out of bounds, I believe, at the Eagle 25-yard line. That was a little double move there on DeJean, and not the best play there by the rookie working on Thielen in the slot.
Yeah, Coop's been I believe, 3rd highest graded corner, but like you said, you got to out and up, and Thielen just beats him.
You're going to put this down about the 24-yard line of Philadelphia. And so the Eagles are staring down another first quarter where they're not leading a football game. Young, under center from the Eagle 24. Takes a snap, turn, give, running back, bounces out to the left side. And there's Cooper DeJean for a quick stop and a loss. And there's a really good play there. I can't exactly tell who the running back is as he limps off the field. He might have hurt himself. It'll be 2nd down and 3 or 4. And now he goes to his knees, and there will be an injured Panther on the play here, Josh.
Yeah, Jonathan Brooks there. Coop had good contain. I think he rolled his ankle, though, and that's what made him go down, or some sort of lower leg injury.
They're looking at Brooks's foot right now. Obviously, a 2nd-round draft pick this season out of Texas. He spent a lot of time on the injury list for the Carolina Panthers and is getting some run here late in this season. And right now on 2nd and 13, clock stopped, 2:12 to go. But so far, this is the Panther offense that we kind of expected, Josh. This is the same Panther offense that looked really good against the Chiefs a couple of weeks ago. Last week, really had a chance in overtime, but a Chuba Hubbard fumble kind of lost their opportunity to upset the Bucs. But Bryce Young looks poised. He's had some nice time in the pocket. They run well with Chuba Hubbard, and Adam Thielen is probably still an elite wide receiver on a more elite offense, but looks pretty good there on a double move to get inside the 25 for the of the Eagles for the Carolina Panthers.
Yep. Appreciate Markel with a 5. 5 more, actually. Said, just wanted to let you guys know that I love you guys' content and streams. I turn the volume down on my TV and listen to you instead. Hashtag go
Appreciate
Birds.
that. Thank you very much.
Thank
you very much.
Thank you, guys. We are almost 3,000 between both streams. Like we said, if you haven't already, hit the like button. Sub to the show. We got crazy giveaways. I got a Saquon signed helmet, a Jalen signed helmet at 90K subs. Thomas has the Cooper to Gene one, like we mentioned. And y'all make this possible. So thank you. Shout out to all you guys. Steven with the 500 bomb, Philippine pesos, I believe. I'm
what?
A little shady on the graphic there, or the symbol. I think it's a Philippine pesos, but we appreciate the 500. Maddox is like Thanos. I am inevitable. Okay,
seems that way. Although he hasn't been thrown on yet. It's early
so
in this
far.
game. I'm sure we'll have our Avonte Maddox moment, but so far not been the case.
Yes. It's hopefully not. I mean, we don't want to necessarily speak it into existence, but yes, I think we're all anxiously watching this game, saying if he's got to play the rest of this, we're probably going to be going, yeah, well, there you go. There's Avonte Maddox.
What's up says, giving the Panthers hope, and we're going to be in a dogfight. This if the offense does not wake up. Seems that way. 242 straight from the Bahamas, says Reagan Evans. There you go. Some watching from the Bahamas. Hopefully it's a nice day in the Caribbean out there. More is confusing. Run the ball. We'll give it to Saquon, says Andrew Wagner. And then LBO Gaming says, I think Gardner Johnson has a concussion. I have not seen an update yet, but I believe that is the case, as he went to the locker room and has not returned yet.
Mm-hmm. See what they do. Just take care of business. Get this thing over with. I don't know why it just takes a whole quarter.
There's Jonathan Brooks as we come back from commercial break. He is gingerly walking into the Blue Medical tent, which means more Chuba Hubbard today, Josh. 2nd and 13 from the Bird 26-yard line. 2:03 to go in a moving clock as Bryce Young will take this snap. When he does, in the shotgun, there it is, 4-man pressure, looking right, now throwing right. That's going to be out of bounds as the Eagle defensive line started to get pretty close, and I think footsteps were being heard in the ear of Bryce Young. It'll be 3rd and 13.
Got a little more pressure on him, like we said, showing up. Bryce Young has been better, though. He's been better the last couple weeks. This Panthers team played the Chiefs really closely. The Bucs, they really should have won that. They botched it, so can't slip up here.
1 for 3 on 3rd down so far today. This one 3rd and 13 from the Eagle 26. 0-0 game, 154 in the first quarter. Going to go 3rd down run to Hubbard. Spins out of one tackle. He's got a long way to go, and finally gang tackled by the Eagles at the 20-yard line. Had a chance to gain no yards there. Gets about 4, and so it'll be 4th down and long, and out will trot the Carolina Panther field goal kicking unit to try to get the first score of the game and take the lead 3-0.
It's a little bit interesting to me. I mean, I know it's 3rd and 13. I guess you want to ask your quarterback to make a too aggressive play or get a sack out of field goal range, but 3rd and 13, run the football there feels like a little bit of a wave the white flag, like we're just going to take our 3 points and move on.
Here comes Eddie Pinheiro, 19 of 22 on the season. He's a 38-yarder from the left hash. Snap, hold, good, kick up and right down the middle. And there is a 38-yarder good for the Carolina Panthers. Up 3-0. 1:09 left here as Philadelphia get the football in a 3-0 hole. But still time in this first quarter, Josh, to maybe do something with a little less than 2 minutes left.
Maybe throw it to Smitty. Let's get a little completion
nice.
to Smitty there. That'd be, yeah. I just need
or A.J.
8.5.
Brown. Haven't done anything to A.J. Brown? Oh, yeah, you need the 8.5 to DeVonta Smith.
I just figured,
yeah,
one completion. Could we get anything? Might have had it on the screen pass earlier, and then he didn't hit it. So
feels like first quarter unders are the numbers you got to start taking going forward with the Birds. Although as soon as we do that, they'll actually have a good first quarter. So,
well, if that's
what
the
are you
case,
gonna do?
Then I'm willing to sacrifice a couple bucks and throw it out there on a parlay for some unders if they're going to do something in the first quarter.
Minnesota has scored. It's 7-7 on a deep ball to Jordan Addison there. And it looks like Kirk Cousins just threw a pick as well. Kirk Cousins booed running out against his former home crowd in the Minnesota Vikings. Interesting game happening early. Jaguars 0, Tennessee 3, Dolphins 9, Jets 3, Saints 7 over the Giants, who have nothing. Browns 7, Steelers 3. Keep an eye on that one. The Eagles' opponent next week. And the Buccaneers 14-0 over the Raiders. As Cooper DeJean was getting looked at, sitting up on one of those medical tables, can't tell if he's just fixing his shoe. We'll monitor that as the kick is going to go out the back of the end zone. So no return from Isaiah Rodgers or Will Shipley. And here comes Jalen Hurts, Saquon Barkley, and the Bird offense for drive number 3.
All right. Make something happen. Hit Smitty there. Hannah with a 2. Appreciate that. Said offense forget to eat their Wheaties until second quarter.
Yep.
It's something like that. Oderbo with a 2 also said I saw it during the play. CJ got hit by a safety. So, yeah, a little friendly fire action.
Seems to be the case. As Philadelphia giving us the last 8-game graphic with that plus 112 point differential, which is pretty good, if we do say so. And need to get a little points here on this third drive. 1:09 to go here, first quarter. Ball at the Eagles 30, moving from our left to our right. Hurts in the gun, 3 receivers, bottom of the formation. Motion Johnny Wilson across, and they're going to give the Saquon Barkley up the middle. And a nice hole there as Barkley will get across the 35 up to the 37-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 3 as Barkley gets his 3rd touch of the day.
You know, every first down that they seem to run Saquon, he's picking up 6 or 7 yards, and then the next play is either had been a sack, a penalty, something moving backwards. Maybe you just hand it off to Saquon one more time.
Here comes a hurry-up 2nd and 3 run. This is again to Saquon at the middle. Bounces it outside. He's going to have a 1st down and more. There goes Saquon to the 50 and brought down at the 49-yard line of Philadelphia. I thought he would get one more to get to the midfield, but a nice gain there, and the first big run for Saquon goes for about 15.
There we go. That's all I'm saying. Like, sometimes it's not as difficult as it seems. You have Saquon Barkley in this offensive line. If it worked for 7 yards on the first play, run it again. You know what? You just pick up another 15.
1st down at the Eagle 49-yard line. They do not have to snap the ball again as the game clock is at 8 and the play clock is at 13. Let's see if they do, though. Hurts calls for the football. He will. And now he's going to throw DeVonta Smith out to the 50.
Get 8
yards.
He's
not going to get 8 yards. And there goes Josh's first quarter higher than 8 yards. That's good for about 4. And so it'll be 2nd down and 6 when we come back for quarter number 2. But the Bird offense behind number 26 is starting to roll there, Josh. And tough luck. They threw it to him. You got your catch.
They did.
Nothing
they got
more after that.
One catch. Oh, such is life. You know, we got close. 2nd and 7 when we come back for the second quarter. I will say, shout out to everybody else. The comments, thank you. I see the apologies, Josh. You didn't hit your, yep, I know. 3,000 people between both streams. Again, hit the like button if you haven't already. Make sure to sub to the channels. Constant content. We appreciate you guys. Also, shout out to Sean Sarcasm for the membership there. Welcome to Let's Run It. I know that you were already here, but I guess the re-up on the membership. So there you go, Sean. Appreciate that.
There you go. Most watched Eagles live stream right now on YouTube combined. We appreciate you guys for making us that seemingly each and every week. And it'd be nice if this Eagle offense gets rolling here, but at least they're moving into Panther territory, Josh. Kind of feels like with every game with Philadelphia, once they get a lead, they really start to settle down, especially on offense, but of course flips over to the defense as well. But nice 3rd drive score is kind of what the doctor ordered right now.
Yes, it was. Official update, by the way, Jonathan Brooks with the leg injury is doubtful to return. So
yeah, it didn't look good.
Yeah.
Carted off the field there once he got off of the actual field of play. And no official work on Gardner Johnson being out as he has actually returned to the sideline, Josh. According to reporters on Twitter, he has his helmet in hand, and he's going to go back in this football game.
Okay. You know, I don't want to risk anything, but if it's
I'm surprised.
Good enough, better than Avonte Maddox, yes, please get him back out there.
Okay, still on commercial break here as I get the YouTube TV Enjoy the Zen, watching some whales, which is pretty fun. You got to like the peace and calm of YouTube TV. And so
not too bad.
Now we will continue to wait to come back from commercial break.
Yep. Good luck to everybody in the fantasy, by the way. I know fantasy playoffs are about to start. Maybe some have really early ones, so maybe some are starting, but it's your last-ditch effort. I'm out of it in one of them, but I'm in the I guess I'm in first, actually, and I'm kind of lucky, to be honest, because I'm literally like 8th in points scored, but I'm first in the league. So
pretty ridiculous.
Very fortunate schedule. What can you say?
I am out in my own friends and family one that you're in. We have the most points against and the second most points scored. So
I was thinking of that also, as I was saying when I was talking about.
Yeah.
So,
all right, back from commercial break. 2nd and 7 for the
can you
Panther
do?
48. Here is a snap and turn give to Barkley. He's got a first down and more. There goes Saquon down to the Panther 40. Down to the Panther 40, let's call it 38-yard line. And that's a 13-yard gain on first down. And Saquon is starting to get things going here, as he eventually has been doing in every single Eagle game since the bye week. First down, and they're going to go hurry up.
It's the automatic. You might as well. 14:39 to play in the second quarter.
First and 10 from the 37-yard line here, Josh. Sorry, really quickly. Here's your pass to Grant Calcaterra. Makes a catch and a move, and he'll have about 8 brought down, but there's a flag. It'll be 2nd down and 2. We're going to check the marker, though. I think they're going to get a hold in the Eagle backfield.
Please don't be. Yeah, there looks like they're going to get the hold, like you said. Oh, it's an eligible
player. Okay, interesting. They got Mekhi Becton, a common penalty for the Eagle offense that runs a lot of RPO. That didn't look like a run, but looks like apparently it was, as Becton was too far down. They'll back him up to 1st and 15.
Yep, that seems to happen quite a bit. I was going to say, Thomas, you were not able to get us any points in the first quarter, so I was going to do.
Oh, that's right. It's second quarter.
A better chance. So that's probably on us. It wouldn't have been a holding call if I had been calling it. But no, we will see if we can make this work. Jalen the pistol, fake handoff there, rolling left side. Going to be another pass to Calcaterra. This time, almost the same type of play. Picks up about 6 yards, maybe 7 there. Brings up a 2nd and 8.
You just getting these play calling rolls there, Josh, and it's just figured I was calling another play. It's what happens. Oh well.
Oh no,
nice.
you were definitely on a roll. Shout out to you. If the Eagles do need a backup whenever Merle decides to hang him up, I'm just gonna say like they should certainly consider. 2nd and 8, ball on the 35. Jalen barking out orders, seeing something on the defense, changing the play. Saquon now to his right. In the gun, 5 on the play clock, takes the snap, blitz was shown, now not coming. Jalen over the middle, tipped pass, incomplete. 3rd down.
Yeah, tip passes have been a problem for this offense, especially the past couple of weeks. This one was going to be probably enough for a first down. They're trying to get DeVonta Smith on a slant here at the bottom of the formation. They're trying to run a rub route here with Calcaterra clearing out the way and then throwing the slant behind it. And this would be a first down and the first big catch. He has one other earlier, but at least 10-yard gain here for DeVonta Smith back from the hamstring, Josh. No dice, 3rd and 8.
Another big 3rd down. Panthers showing blitz, 10 on the play clock. 3rd and 8. Jalen takes a snap, only 4-man pressure. Looking to the right side, now buying time. Going to scramble out left, looking back to the left side now. Has a man complete. Smitty up to the 10, has a blocker, pushed down at the 8-yard line. Big first down into the red zone.
Yeah, there's DeVonta Smith. This is a scramble drill by Jalen Hurts. He wants to go to the other side of the field and try and get the football on a double move to A.J. Brown, and then, of course, it's covered. It comes back to the other side, and DeVonta Smith is open by a mile. Good catch, good block there by Calcaterra to get a couple extra yards there for Smitty. 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, hurry up. Saquon handoff, right side pushing forward. Touchdown! Saquon, are they rolling down? They're rolling him down? Are you serious?
Oh, wow. He's going to be a yard
Oh, you got to
short,
be kidding me.
Another Saquon Barkley
There's
gain down to the 1. That's not going to result in a Saquon Barkley rushing touchdown. Oh, man.
I thought
Give
for
it them
sure.
again.
There's no way.
He wants it. They're in shotgun. They're not going to go brotherly shove. Give it to Saquon.
Okay, might as well. Saquon handoff, pushing forward to the right side now. I don't think he's going to get it, though.
No,
he's at the 1-yard line. Nope. I was wanting to look at that last play. Like, I know the Eagles are hurry up, try to catch him off guard. I feel like he had it on that last play.
I thought he did too. And the fact that they actually ran it to Saquon here shows you how they feel pretty bad that he should have gotten a touchdown on that previous play. They have not done that a lot this season. I think he might have lost half a yard, Josh. 3rd and goal now. Are they going to go brotherly shove? And now they are. They're going to line up in it.
Okay. Well, sorry, Saquon. Jalen now going to take the snap, push forward, and it's automatic. Touchdown. Let's go. Finally get the score. I feel terrible for Saquon on that one, but Eagles take the lead. Anthony DeBona was off by half a yard because he said it was going to be Saquon, and it's Jalen.
Down to the 1. It's automatic there. It's about as easy as it gets, Josh. And how about that? It didn't take as long to get that first touchdown drive of the day. It felt like it went a little longer last week versus the Baltimore Ravens. 3rd drive is the money drive, and right down the football field behind Jalen Hurts' movement in the pocket magic, and then a rushing touchdown there for number 1.
Something about the second quarter. If they could have hit Smitty like that in the first quarter, it'd been better. But I don't know. There's just no words to describe why it takes the Eagles until the second quarter to get going. But nonetheless, the extra point kick is up, and it is good. So 4-point lead for the Eagles. Here we
No
go.
targets for A.J. Brown so far in this football game. Obviously, it's a question he was asked by the media the past 2 weeks. You know, hey, you're not getting a lot of targets. Are you upset about it? They always try to bait him into saying something, and he, of course, did not. He did a very good job there. And so we'll see if they get number 11 involved a little bit more. DeVonta Smith already 30 receiving yards. The Underdog Fantasy higher or lower was 46.5. I went higher. We'll see if we can go ahead and hit that one. But gonna need A.J. Brown to get some numbers here as well.
E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles.
There you go.
All right, we can feel better about that one. Took more than long enough. But the best Tom with a 2 earlier. This is much earlier, but said meow, Panthers meow. I don't know if we got a Panthers fan hanging out, but fly Eagles fly now, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess you were feeling good with your 3-point lead there for at least a quarter, but that seems to be gone.
Just a bit. Defense should be able to take advantage of the opportunities, hopefully anyway. Mark, is McCollum out? McCollum
CJ?
was the
no, I think he's okay.
Yeah, I think that Tristin was good, but we had CJ was back on the sideline. I guess we're gonna see if he's back out there, right? But like Tristin, I didn't see Tristin McCollum get injured.
No, I thought he was okay. Yeah,
be okay.
We got to see.
Okay, I just got that question.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Should be fine. Yeah, somebody saying Jalen Hurts anytime touchdown is the best bet in football.
Yeah,
it's
it
right
really
up there.
is.
I mean, how
It
many
really
times
is.
does he get the vulture
Oh,
run? And then every
man,
once in a while it's a
yeah.
designed run, but it's like, all right, 1 yard line, Jalen touchdown.
Mm-hmm. It's been the case. It's been the case, and 42 yards rushing already for Hurts, and not 42 yards. Sorry, 42 yards passing already for Hurts, and the rushing touchdown, and now we get to see the defense with that lead. Maybe the turnovers and sacks start to happen. We'll see.
Let's get it. Let's make it happen. All right. See, the Falcons and Vikings appear to still be tied up 7-7.
Yeah, Kirk threw an interception. Pretty bad one there as Atlanta's fighting for their playoff lives, essentially. I mean, they're either going to win the division or maybe be out of it. They keep losing, and Michael Penix Jr. kind of looms large as there's your kickoff, Josh.
We'll see. Going to be returnable to 15-20 up the right side, the 30-yard line, and down their tackle made at the 31-yard line. So that's where Carolina will get the ball for their first possession of the second quarter.
You know, Keely Ringo was obviously a hot topic during training camp, Josh, and did not win the starting job, didn't play a lot in terms of the actual defense because of all the corners in front of him. He has been incredible on special teams. He is an excellent gunner and a fantastic kick return specialist. I mean, he is down there on every single punt and on every single kickoff making tackles. And shout out to 22, unsung hero, but very good in a limited role on what he probably thought would be a lot bigger of a role here in 2024.
Oh, heck yeah. No doubt. Looks like
McCollum's out there.
C.J. Gardner-Johnson, I believe, is back in. Bryce Young going to be handoff on first down. Chuba Hubbard has a hole up the middle and able to pick up 9 yards, brings up 2nd and 1.
Yeah, there's Gardner-Johnson and McCollum. So for those wondering, both are in. Gardner-Johnson comes back after potentially being looked at for a head injury. Nice first down run here for Chuba Hubbard, Josh. They run the little counter to the right, gets hit by Carter, and really falls forward for a couple of extra yards. Not easy to do when you got 98 hanging on you. Holds on to that football as well, and about an 8-yard gain there. It'll be 2nd down and 2.
Here we go. 2nd and 2. Hurry up from the Panthers. Another handoff. Chuba Hubbard being able to pick up about 5 more yards before Nakobe Dean brings him down. So first down up to about the 44-yard line.
Hey, Eagle run defense, Josh, it's interesting, right? They have really strong moments, and they have some moments kind of like the offense where they're up and down. Last week held Derrick Henry 89 yards rushing. That was deemed a win. But Hubbard's been pretty impressive so far. He's got 7 carries for 44 yards, and this Eagle front 4, really front 5, hasn't slowed him down much so far early.
Here we go. 12 on the play clock. Bryce Young in the pistol. Eagles showing blitz. They'll bring it with Cooper DeJean. Left side, it's picked up. Bryce Young trying to roll right now, buying some time, looking downfield. He's going to throw it near the sideline, and it's incomplete. Dangerous pass, but incomplete.
Yeah, you mentioned DeJean coming on that blitz. Also, give me a quick pause for a second and then play. I'm about a tick behind you. DeJean had a chance there. He thought he got held here, but Chuba Hubbard did a really good job of coming up and picking up this blitz because he was in a really bad position there if he didn't get around Bryce Young and pick up the blitzing DeJean. And then, of course, great coverage on the backside. McCollum had a chance to pick that, but Young faded it a little too far out of bounds. And so even if he would have held on, it would not have mattered. But 2nd and 10. McCollum's playing nice.
Paused it now, so I have 7, 6, 5 on the play clock. Handoff here, Chuba Hubbard, 2nd and 10, going nowhere. Met by Zach Bond and I believe Milton Williams. Maybe a gain of a yard.
Yeah, there's 53 again. He's been active early in this game. Already got a sack on that opening drive, and now another tackle there. Bryce Young, 4 for 10 for 53 yards. 3rd and 8 upcoming. Something Philadelphia defense done really well, Josh, since the bye week is rallying to the football and having multiple people tackle. You think back to last year, and it was one guy in a hole, miss, and gone. This is one guy hits, and there's about 7 other Eagles gang tackling Chuba Hubbard. It worked out well there. 3rd down and 8.
Here we go. Another big 3rd down. Panthers 1 for 4 on the day. Bryce Young in the empty set. Eagles showing blitz. They'll bring it. 3 on the play clock. Takes the snap. Looking over the middle. Complete to Thielen. Almost has the first. Able to spin forward and able to pick it up. Cooper DeJean had an opportunity, but gets the first down by a couple yards.
It's a fun battle to watch, Josh, in the slot. It's going to be Thielen and DeJean all day long, and Thielen has gotten the better of 33 pretty much this entire first half. Beat him on an out route earlier in this game, and this is a simple 5-yard, put your hands in the body of DeJean. A little push off there, nothing too serious, and then cut across the field, and a good throw by Bryce Young, and a good missed tackle there by Adam Thielen to get a first down. Panther offenses look pretty good, Josh.
Not too bad as they're up into Philly territory at the 44. Bryce Young under center this time. Chuba Hubbard back in the backfield. He'll take the snap, gives it to Hubbard, up to the middle, tackled by Josh Sweat, only a gain of about 4. Brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, Josh Sweat, underrated run defender from the defensive end, right? We talk about Brandon Graham's loss and how great he has been in run defense over the course of his career. Sweat's greatly improved, it feels like to me, this season. Another good tackle there, only for a gain of about 4.
Real quickly, Suzanne was asking about Eagles having a mic'd up video. They were going to, the mic broke, so that's why there was no Eagles mic'd up this week. I'm betting it was Cooper DeJean, but that's just total speculation. Nonetheless, 2nd and 6, ball at the 40-yard line. Carolina, Bryce Young under center. Fake toss left side. Jalen Hunt chasing Bryce Young, able to get around the right side edge, going to take off and run for it. He'll pick up the first down and get out of bounds at the 33-yard line. Almost had him.
Yeah, there's friend of the show, Jalen Hunt. He's going to play a little bit of his interview with us earlier this week, coming up at halftime, and he has a chance at Bryce Young. You forget that Bryce Young's an athletic quarterback, right? That was part of the reason why Carolina went with him with the number 1 overall draft pick, his ability to move in the pocket at Alabama, get outside, and still use his legs. Clearly a run-first quarterback with the mobility heavily coveted by both college and NFL schools, and he beat Jalen Hunt in a straight dead race, and that is, or a straight foot race, and it's hard to do against 58. First down.
Ball officially on the 34, 4 seconds on the play clock. Bryce Young going to be a handoff. Hubbard left side, makes the first man miss. Now spinning forward, able to churn his way up to the 29-yard line. About 5-yard gain, 2nd and 5.
Yeah, and there is the former Carolina Panther Charles Harris, the edge rusher they signed at the practice squad and then elevated, obviously, for the next couple of weeks. He was out there as your edge rusher in for Josh Sweat and still the edge pretty well. Cooper DeJean got the tackle, but still the edge very well there.
Here we go. 2nd and 6 officially. 7 minutes to play in the 2nd quarter. 11 on the play clock. Bryce Young under center. Takes the snap. Right side give to Chuba Hubbard. Tries to cut it up the middle and going to be tackled short of the line to gain by about 2 yards. Zach Bond was there along with other Eagles, so brings up a 3rd and 2.
Hubbard over 50 yards rushing here in the first half. Remember, he had an incredible career at Oklahoma State. It was considered potentially a Heisman runner, at least early on in that season, gets drafted to be Miles Sanders' backup and basically beat him out. Sanders came over in that 3-year, $27 million contract when Philadelphia didn't want to pay him. They went for DeAndre Swift instead, and Hubbard has been impressive, and he got a massive contract, $30 million a year just a couple of weeks ago, and on this drive alone has already got a couple of carries and is well over 23 rushing yards.
3rd and 2. Carolina taking a timeout. They only had 4 seconds left on the play clock. So 2 remaining still. 6:25 to play in the second quarter.
Pretty quick first half here, Josh. Looks like they're going to stay and not go to commercial break. We'll check on some other scores here. Tennessee still 3-0 over the Jacksonville Jaguars. 2 teams vying for that number 1 overall draft pick. Jets have scored. It's 12-10 Dolphins right now with 4:56 to go in the second. Vikings 7, Falcons 7. Kirk Cousins has an interception in his return to Minnesota. Saints 7, Giants 3. Browns 7, Steelers 10. They have taken the lead over there in Pittsburgh. And the Raiders are down 2 scores, although they have a 1st and goal at the Buck 1 in a 14-0 game in Tampa, Florida. So 3rd and 2 back here in Philadelphia, Josh. Eagle offense went right down the football field on their 3rd drive, the previous time they had the football, with a 1-yard rushing touchdown by Jalen Hurts and a brotherly shove. But the Panthers have had multiple drives into Eagle territory, probably in field goal range here for Eddie Pinheiro. It'd be about a 45-yarder. Let's see what they do on 3rd and 2.
Bryce Young under center. This time takes the snap. It's going to be play action, looking over the middle. Now left side has a man. It's complete and a big gain up to the 5-yard line. That is Moore with Slay in coverage.
Yeah, this is a deep over route. They go match protect, boot Bryce Young out of the pocket and get him on the move to the left side here. No pressure in his face, and delivers a really nice kind of teardrop looping pass right over Darius Slay into the arms of Moore. And a 1st and goal situation. And again, the Panther offense moving the ball well up to the Eagles 6.
Quick handoff here. Hubbard brought down. Zach Bond, loss of 2. What a play.
He's been the defensive player of the day so far, Josh. That is another really good tackle. He just explodes through this defensive line. Completely reads what this play is immediately. Untouched, and gets the tackle on Hubbard, who loses 2 yards.
His value's just every week. Every week, he's more and more. All-pro linebacker. There he is. 2nd and goal. Ball now at the, I believe, 9-yard line. Bryce Young under center. Gonna have motion right side. 3 on the play clock. Takes the snap. Handoff Hubbard right. Breaks the first tackle. Stays on his feet. Spinning forward. Stopped just short, I believe, at the 1-yard line. Jalen Hunt saves the touchdown. It'll be 3rd and goal.
Yeah, here's the magic of Chuba Hubbard. This is Josh Sweat has Chuba Hubbard, or not Josh Sweat, I think it was Jalen Carter, had him dead to rights as Carter got into the backfield and couldn't bring him down, and Jalen Hunt had to kind of come in there and save a score. They're going hurry up on 3rd and goal from the 1.
It's a botch play. Jalen Carter, what a stop. Hits him in the backfield. Bryce Young looks like he tripped there, and then Chuba Hubbard gives a little shove to JC afterward, maybe some jawing, but it's going to be 4th and goal at like the 3.
Yeah, it's exactly right, Josh. You're talking about tripping by his own offensive lineman. Lucky to get the football into the gut of Chuba Hubbard. And there's Jalen Carter just shedding the right guard like a rag doll and making the tackle. Lose a couple of yards, but 3-9 football team, Josh, nothing to lose. They're ready to go for it. 4th and goal from the Eagle 4.
Yep. Sorry, I said 4th and goal. So big potential stop here. 4 minutes to play in the first half. 11 on the play clock. Young in the gun, Hubbard to his right. Takes the snap, 4-man pressure, quick throw right side, touchdown. Trimble with the play, able to beat his man, C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Yeah, there's a quick out route, Philadelphia and man, and that's one of the man beaters here at the goal line. And there's Tommy Tremble. His father played briefly for the Philadelphia Eagles a long time ago, but Tremble gets into the end zone, and Carolina, Josh, an extra point away from going up 10-7. We got ourselves a little dogfight here, huh?
Unfortunately, yeah, I think we do. Man. They just marched right down the field. One after another.
Yep.
I mean, like you said, there's nothing to be scared about. They're going to go for it, be aggressive, take advantage of your opportunity, but see the extra point if the Panthers can make it a 3-point game. Snap is good, hold is good, kick is up and good. So 10-7. Panthers in front.
There you go. All right, 4th and goal. You got nothing to lose, Josh. You might as well be as aggressive as you possibly can, and it paid off there. And a really nice drive by Bryce Young, who's been pretty darn hot the past couple of weeks.
Yep, he certainly has. Saw a couple other comments earlier being like, hey, Baltimore game, playing a physical team, sometimes there's a letdown or, just the punishment that you took or and even or gave out. Potential there, but I don't know. There's just something about it. I was like, yeah, I understand. Doesn't feel like it'll be tracked. I think Philly will go out, take advantage, take care of business. So far, we have not really seen that. Slow start first quarter, get a little bit going in the second, but defense getting run on. I don't know. I'm hopeful that we are not in for this one of these games because it's 14. I think the line closed at 14-point favorites. So the 3.1 million better right now is, I would imagine, sweating a little. You put
Just a little bit.
3.1 million on this game.
Does he have it on the line, or does he have it on the Eagles outright?
Fortunately, just money line, but still, like there'd be you wouldn't expect probably this type of score, and if you're putting 3.1 million, then you're going like, oh my gosh, I don't know. Taco Tron with a 2 said Rich Eisen's Greg Bond is making some great plays.
Greg Bond.
I don't know what
Greg
Rich
Bond.
Yeah, and I also don't know if that's a reference to what Rich Eisen had said. I'm not following.
I'm not sure what Greg Bond means. Let us know in the chat.
I don't know. I'm missing it. Apologies if that's something we're supposed to be.
All right. Well, still in commercial break here as we are waiting. Eagle offense looked good on that previous drive, though, Josh. Maybe right back down the field. Maybe a couple passes to number 11. That could be fun, huh? See where it goes from here.
Maybe. Get him involved a little bit. Just something.
3,200 people watching between both channels. Appreciate you guys for hanging out. Again, making us the most watched on YouTube by far. Having a bunch of fun here today. And we got Eagle shows daily, basically during the week, and plenty of fun giveaways and lots happening. So sure, go ahead and subscribe if you're just joining us. And a little preview of or a little recap, I should say, of our Jalen Hunt interview we did on Tuesday of last week. That's going to come up at halftime, so it should be fun.
There you go. Maybe we get the positive vibes. Score before halftime. Get the guys feeling a little bit better. The kick is away, and it'll be caught and returned at the 10-yard line. Kenny Gainwell, 20, and tackled at the, I'm sorry, it's Isaiah Rodgers. Couldn't tell from my stream in bad quality for a second. At the 22, 23-yard line, Isaiah Rodgers tackled. So Jalen Hurts in the offense try to make something happen in the last 4 minutes.
Fun fact on that previous Panther drive, that's their longest drive of the season, a 14-play. They had not had one over 10, I believe, this year. Ooh, look at the...
Fangio, very upset.
Fun shot of Fangio there on the touchdown pass. He did not like that. And there you go, Tommy Tremble getting that first touchdown. But back comes the Eagle offense, Josh. A little slow those first 2 drives. And then, of course, they exploded on drive number 3. Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley kind of combined there for the big plays. Here's a 1st and 10 from the Bird 24.
Here we go. 3:55 to play in the first half. Jalen under center. Going to be a toss left side, right side for Saquon Barkley. Cuts it up for a gain of about 3 yards. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Trying to tell who the lead blocker was there on the right side. I believe that was C.J. Uzama, who didn't seal as well as you would like him to. But as always, Saquon Barkley makes something out of nothing. But first drive, 9 plays. The first 2 drives, 9 plays for 24 yards and 2 punts. Last drive was 10 for 70 and a touchdown. As the dichotomy of the Eagle offense back and forth here early in these football games. 2nd and 7.
See, 9 on the play clock. Jalen takes the snap. Blitz is coming. Has some time. Looking over the middle. Now he's going to try to roll left side and buy some time. Chase now almost near the out-of-bounds marker and throws it out of bounds incomplete. 3rd and 7.
Yeah, they had double slants at the bottom of the formation to 6 and 11, and nobody was open there. I think Jalen had a Panther in his throwing lane, too, was kind of the problem here, Josh. They were trying to looked like A.J. Brown on a quick slant, and yeah, he had a Panther right in the throwing lane because he had A.J. Brown open, and smartly throws this one out of bounds, but a very quick 3rd and 7. Don't want to have your defense come back out here early, Josh, after that 14-play Panther drive for a score.
Yep. Take advantage here. 3:11 left in the second quarter. 2 timeouts remaining for Carolina, 3 for the Eagles. Jalen takes the snap. Blitz is coming. Has a little bit of time. Gets happy feet. Still has time, though. Buying time over the middle. Had a man, Johnny Wilson, overthrew him. Incomplete.
That's hard to do, Josh. It's really hard to overthrow Johnny Wilson when he was open. But Jalen had a little bit of pressure up there with the blitz. I thought they actually blocked it pretty well. Like you mentioned, happy feet was the problem here. And yes, it's a good route by Johnny Wilson, and out and in. And yeah, it's hard to overthrow big number 89. Goodness gracious, and Hurts was able to do it.
Gosh. All right, well, 3 minutes left. Carolina 2 timeouts, plenty of time to potentially go down and score. You're going to have to ask your defense to get another stop. Punt here from Braden Mann. Gets it away. And this is a really good punt here.
Wow.
Hits at the 22-yard line. Takes a bad Philly bounce, though, and batted out of bounds by Orton Burks at the 29.
Still a good punt. Still a
flip
really good punt. Yeah, you gotta like Braden Mann. He had a career game last week, 5 punts down inside the 20 against the Baltimore Ravens. That one, like you mentioned, could have been inside the 20, but took a bad Eagle bounce. But off to commercial break. And 3 minutes left, Josh. Philadelphia's offense gets the ball to start the second half. Use these timeouts well and try and get some stops here. Maybe give your team one final chance before the break, excuse me. Because they've done a good job of so far this season.
Yeah, we'll see. Austin saying the $3 million bet jinxed us. Trenton with a 2 said Birds came in
Seems
overlooking this game, sadly. So far, it's a little bit of a lackadaisical. I don't know if it's quite as much focus. You've got a Carolina team, Thomas, like you were saying, I mean, they've got nothing to lose. You might as well go out there. You play aggressively. You play loose. You play free. So far, there's a little bit of concern from what we've seen. Hopefully, the guys can wake up. But man, this is not one of those that you just go through and because we've seen Carolina, like I said, Carolina should have beat the Bucs last week. They had a great opportunity to beat the Kansas City Chiefs. So they're hanging close with tough teams, especially over the last 3 or 4 weeks.
Looks like A.J. Brown threw his helmet on the sideline in frustration as he has no targets so far in this game. And that sounds like something I would do as well. I want to get me some targets here. Why has 11 not gotten a single throw his way? What a bummer.
Seems like a given. You kind of want to do that, but, you know. Man, it's been pretty brutal for the first half.
It does feel like the game that a lot of Eagle fans were worried about, Josh. You know, you're just a little bit concerned. You sleepwalk through this one. It's the Carolina Panthers. They're awful. It shouldn't be a problem. And here we are, 3,200 people watching in the streams right now. And 10-7, Eagle down at the half, you know. But a lot more faith than I think a lot of us had at this point last year where they were trailing in a very similar game against a 3-win Arizona Cardinal football team. And we all were like, this is not going to end well. And I think most of the Eagle fans right now would say, it's going to be fine, not a problem. And hopefully we're right, because a loss here would be devastating for the 1-seed chances in the postseason.
Yeah. It's I'm not worried that this is going to be a loss yet, as they're showing AJ and Smitty on the sideline talking to each other. Not a whole lot going between the two, but it's a long game. These guys can turn around. As you said, Thomas, is a different team than it was last year. We hadn't seen any sort of showing from the defense last year of being able to stem the tide, help the offense at all, struggles, things like that. So slow starts, kind of normal. See if the Eagles can do that here. Chuba Hubbard gets a carry at the right side, breaks the first tackle of Milton Williams, pushed out of bounds by Nakobe Dean, a gain of about 3 yards.
Yeah, Hubbard was quiet last week. I think he only had about 55, maybe 60 yards. Not the case today. He's well over 50 yards now, and he has been looking really, really good running the football against this Eagle defense.
Shout out to Derilli with the 5. Says Hurts is on some BS right now. AJ, no targets is crazy. Also, Ace Jory with the 2. I didn't see a comment, but we appreciate that. I'll try to get to you if there's another comment.
Come on, defense. Give us a play.
Ball on the 32-yard line. 2nd and 7, 2:18 to play. 4 on the play clock. Bryce Young takes the snap. Pressure coming now. Going to try to elude that. He's able to. Jordan Davis trying to get to the sideline to cut him off and bring him down. But Bryce Young is able to pick up about 3 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 4.
This isn't a Carolina Panther channel, Josh, but if I'm a Panther fan, I'm feeling really good about Bryce Young the past couple of weeks as quarterback of the future. That is what I would think a very easy sack for Philadelphia. I mean, Milton Williams has him dead to rights, and he just kind of side shuffles away, breaks a tackle of Josh Sweat, and outruns Jordan Davis to the sideline and makes a positive play out of nothing.
Yeah, I was getting ready, honestly, to say, here's a sack. Got it going. But tackled inbounds does make it officially the 2-minute warning. So 2 minutes to play. Carolina still has 2 timeouts. They got the ball at about the Eagle 37-yard, or sorry, the Panthers 37-yard line, excuse me. We'll see. Big third down. Big third down coming up.
All right, checking on some other scores happening around the league. Halftime in the Tennessee Titan-Jaguar game. That one is still 3-0 as Mac Jones has 2 first-half interceptions. Dolphins 12, Jets 10, but the Jets are driving with 1:40 to go in the second quarter. Falcons trailing 14-7 over the Minnesota Vikings. That's a touchdown pass to Jordan Addison, and now to Justin Jefferson, his first since, I believe, the middle of October. Crazy it's been that long. Saints 7, Giants 3, 3:20 to go there at MetLife Stadium in that first half. And then, of course, the other 2 games happening here, 13-7, Pittsburgh over the Browns. No George Pickens in that one for Pittsburgh. Najee Harris has a rushing touchdown, and Jerry Jeudy has the lone touchdown reception for the Cleveland Browns. And looks like the Raiders have fought back against Tampa Bay down there in Florida. They just kicked a field goal to go down 14-10. It was 14-0. 2 passing touchdowns for Baker Mayfield, but looks like Aiden O'Connell and the Raider offense is starting to rally a little bit there. 14-10 Tampa Bay.
Okay. Well, interesting there. Nothing a given. It is the NFL.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
Every given week, I suppose. Ace Jory with the 2 said Hurts will get it together. Been like this all year. It has been slower starts.
Has been like this.
Turned things around. Rishrada with a 5 said halftime adjustments, and they'll be flying soon. Go Birds.
There you go. Okay.
Some optimism.
I like the
Appreciate
positivity.
That. Yep. They could do it. Again, it'd be one thing if we said it is like the Eagles normally start fast and, you know, what's happening here. They do look a little bit lethargic, but at the same time, it's this team. Like, how many games are we going through? And, man, I don't know. Like, can't do anything in the first quarter. They had the fewest amount of points in the first quarter out of all NFL teams, so you didn't expect much there. Second quarter, you know, technically it's tied 7-7 based on second quarter scoring, so it's not great. It's not the end of the world. But, yeah, if you get into halftime, make adjustments, hopefully it's all right.
3rd and 3 here, Josh, for Dave Canales' team. Chance for Fangio to get the football back to Hurts and company, who have been fantastic in the 2-minute time frame to end the first half. Here we go, 3rd and 3.
Big 3rd and 3 blitz coming. Bryce Young backs up, looking over the middle. He throws it, and it's deep. It's picked off. C.J. Gardner-Johnson at the 50, going to return to the 45 and tackled at the 44-yard line. And just when we needed it, Bryce Young interception, Eagles football.
Yeah, welcome back to the field. C.J. Gardner-Johnson out early in this game. Thought he was going to be done with the concussion. He comes back, and we praised Bryce Young here in the first half. This time, an errant throw. I thought he had a little pressure in the pocket. He steps up and delivers just airmail football, and Gardner-Johnson was right where he needed to be in center field, coming over to make the big pick. And there you go. It's what the Eagle team does, right? They get into early first half holes. They get the football back in the 2-minute drill, and maybe now the offense can move the ball down the field and take a first half lead.
Yeah, it was hard to tell at first whenever he threw it. Seen on the replay, there's nothing like a tip pass or hitting his arm or everything, because the way the ball went out is like, man, he threw that like a deep shot. But yeah, absolutely sailed. CJ's there to make the play. All right, offense. Plenty of time. 1:50 to go. Eagles 3 timeouts. Ball at the Carolina 44. Jalen in the gun. Kenny Gainwell to his right, motions AJ out left side, takes the snap. Jalen going to look left, now right, has time over the middle, complete to Kenny G, only a gain of a yard, brought down by Josey Jewell. Clock is ticking.
Yeah, we got to keep watching what they're doing to AJ Brown to make Hurts come off him so quickly today. I mean, this is another designed out route, and the first read is 11, and Hurts looks his way and then pops off it really quick, and then goes across the middle of the field and a dump off for 2. Here they go for the hurry up.
Jalen takes a snap now. Pressure coming over the middle. A.J. Brown, complete. There you go. First down, gain of 9 yards up to the 33.
What's probably the best overall move for A.J. Brown is the slant always seems to work, and finally getting a touch to number 11 is good news for Eagle fans, fantasy owners alike. That one good for 9 yards and a first down. Jalen's 6th completion of the first half. It's been rough going through the air, but now they're moving.
1 minute to play. Clock is ticking. Eagles still 3 timeouts. Jalen in the gun. Going to be fake handoff here to Kenny G. Pressured. Now left side. Escapes the first. Escapes another one. Up the middle. Going to take off and run to the 25, the 20. Slides down to the 17-yard line. 46 seconds. And the clock will stop there. It looks like that's where the Eagles will take a timeout. What a play from Jalen.
Yeah, that's Jalen's Houdini abilities in the pocket. 2 Panthers, Josh, have him wrapped up. I mean, this is a sack for 30 other quarterbacks in the National Football League, and he somehow gets away here. My goodness. And is able to run right up the field and get a first down and more and slide safely down. All right, this is what the Eagle offense does. Struggle, 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 and then right before halftime, Jalen's legs, A.J. Brown through the air, and they're in business now. 48 seconds and 2 timeouts. You got to like it.
Finally, when you need it. Took forever, took a while, but you're starting to get something going, a little momentum. Little up-tempo as well. I mean, how many times is it you don't see a whole lot and you get the up-tempo? So that's another facet of it. Sam likes games with a 2, said Hurts looks afraid to throw the ball. That was before this drive. So we appreciate you for saying that because maybe you changed some things here. So 17 at the ball at the 17-yard line, 8 on the play clock, 48 seconds officially remaining. Eagles still 2 timeouts. Jalen takes the snap, blitz coming, left side. Kenny G complete maneuvers past the first defender and then tackled at the 11-yard line, inbounds. And they'll use their second timeout now.
Yeah, Gainwell wanted to get a couple extra yards there. No need. I mean, you got 2 timeouts. It's 40 seconds left in this clock. Just go out of bounds for a gain of 3 instead of cutting up field for a gain of 5. It's kind of a foolish move there by 14, but they still burn a timeout. They got 1 left and plenty of chances to get this football into the end zone and take the halftime lead.
Restrada with another 2 said, look at you smiling now, LOL, let's go Birds.
Yeah, it happens when the Eagles do well, huh? It's
amazing. It was just a little bit of concern, but there was still optimism. It was just cautious optimism, a little concerning optimism. All right, second and 5. 42 seconds remaining in the half. Jalen in the gun. Saquon to his right. 11 on the play clock. A.J. Brown and Smitty on the far side right. Now motion Saquon to his left side. Takes the snap, 4-man pressure. Jalen right side slant to A.J. caught at the 5-yard line, and he'll be brought down, but a first and goal coming up. 35 seconds left in the first half. Clock is still ticking, but the Eagles have that 1 timeout.
And Carolina's done a good job on A.J. Brown so far in the first half. A lot of soft coverage here in this 2-minute drill, and the Eagles are burning them for it.
We're going to go hurry up here, hand off to Saquon to give only about 2 yards. And so now 18 seconds. That'll be a timeout from Philly. So no more timeouts, but you got 18 seconds remaining here.
Don't know if I love the play call, Josh. I mean, you only have 23 seconds whenever you snap that ball, and you kind of need a touchdown on a run play, or else you're going to burn your final timeout. So, sure, 18 seconds left. If they still get in the end zone in the next couple of plays, it's not going to matter, but don't necessarily love that play call.
Yeah, I'm with you. That was, I mean, you're trying to catch the defense sleeping, thinking you're going to throw the football, but if I know the risk reward. If you take a shot throwing the football there, then you still have your timeout here. Let's say there's 18 seconds you didn't score. You've got more opportunities. I mean, now it just makes you basically one-dimensional, right? Because you're not going to run the football at this point. So you're just going to try to throw a couple plays. Maybe you make something happen there. See what they do.
Come on.
Second and goal. 18 seconds remaining. No timeouts for Philly. Ball on the 4-yard line. Jalen in the gun. Now 2 seconds on the play clock. He'll take the snap. Going to look left side to throw. Has some time. Over left. Complete. Touchdown. DeVonta Smith. Right there at the pylon, but makes the catch inbounds. And the Eagles have the lead again.
Well, welcome back, 6. Boy, I thought they had A.J. Brown on a slant here and was shocked that Jalen didn't throw it, but he was looking behind him on the out route for DeVonta Smith coming out of the slot. And this 3-by-1 look that Philadelphia runs with their wide receivers, it's pretty common to see some sort of rub play here. And what could have been a touchdown to A.J. Brown turns into a touchdown to DeVonta Smith. Good to have your other number one receiver back after a couple of missed games earlier this season.
Yeah, I was shocked, honestly, as I was calling that. I expected to say A.J. getting the ball because he was wide open on the slant. But you're right, Smitty, good throw. Now the extra point kick is up, and it is good. So we've got a 4-point lead again for the Eagles, 14-10.
What have the Eagles done best, Josh, this season? They've played really good defense, and they have done fantastic jobs getting points when they needed to end first halves. I mean, this has got to be the 5th or 6th time this season they've had a nice 2-minute drill right down the field, take all the clock, and score. Big difference between this team last year and this team this season is being able to score going into halftime, and right now take a 14-10 lead. That's huge.
I can breathe a little bit better now.
Yeah, we feel good.
Woo. Okay. Defense coming up big. EAGLES. Let's go. All right. Well, they couldn't get Smitty involved for me early in the game, but eventually getting going. The Bryce Young anytime interception hopefully you guys picked that one and didn't pick the Smitty for the first quarter.
Yep.
But yeah, heck yeah, man. This is one of those things you see from the offense putting it together, get a little bit of momentum. I think the up tempo has to be almost like a standard. I know sometimes early in the game you don't start out like, oh, let's go up tempo, but I mean the difference that we see from this team not being able to move the football
difference.
And then they go up tempo and you're like, wow, this is a completely different offense. Here's a line drive kick from Jake Elliott, 11 seconds to play in the half, and this will be returned up to the 20, and that's about as far as they'll go. Yep, that is a good tackle made by several Eagles, including Oren Burks, and 4 seconds remaining in the half.
Yeah, there's Keely Ringo running down, doing his special teams duty, and the first person there to kind of slow the forward progression of the Panther kick returner, and we'll get a Bryce Young kneel down, I think we would expect, and off to halftime, Josh. I think we'll take it.
Let's go. Appreciate you guys hanging out. We're almost to 1,000 likes combined. Hit the like button if you haven't. We appreciate that. About 3,500 combined viewers as well. Again, make sure to subscribe to the shows, subscribe to the channels. We got crazy giveaways. And I'll be honest, even out of the great giveaways we have so far, there is a couple that we have planned that are even much bigger than that. As Bryce Young does kneel, a little shoving at the end here. Jalen Carter and Milton Williams.
Oh, wow.
This is, we'll be going into halftime. No flags or anything, but something happened that JC and Milton Williams did not appreciate.
Wow, very surprising.
Okay. Well, it looks like they broke it up, but a little strange way to end the first half.
Well, yep, that'll end it. We'll take it, I guess. Not a bad overall first half, Josh, I'll say. Not a bad overall first half. We're going to talk about the offense being a little slow, but I think overall, defense put into some tough holes, field position-wise, got the interception, played better there towards the end, and thankfully, the Eagle offense is starting to kind of wake up a little bit here with 2 touchdowns.
That it is, yes. And you got adjustments going into. This team's shown that they can be really good whenever they've got that time. So we shall see. Again, it's one of those that for some reason they take a while to get going. I don't know why it is.
For some reason, but, I don't know.
Now it feels better. You're going to get the ball to start the second half if you just march down the field, take care of business. But yes, you like what you're seeing from this team. It feels, as we said earlier, feels like a different squad than what we talk about of like, an Arizona game where we got beat last year. It had been trending downward for a long time. So it was kind of like it felt like that was not as big of a surprise. It was kind of a surprise, but not as big because we knew what the team was or felt like we knew what the team was. So a little bit different, but 14-10, we'll take it all things considered.
Yep.
$3.1 million better is maybe, hoping for a little bit more than that, but hopefully they can take care of business more so in the second half.
Feeling much better, much better. And, of course, Philadelphia feeling much better about their chances to continue to keep pace for the number 1 seed because this is what they were really playing for today, right? It's not just, of course, another win in the National Football League, but it's trying to make sure that they stay within a game or potentially 2 games now of the Detroit Lions. So shout out to Cranky Cletus. Relax, going to be smooth the rest of the way. With a little wink there. Go Birds with a $5 donation. Appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
And hope you're right. I hope you're right, Cranky. I appreciate you modding my chat, too, by the way. Shout out Cranky for getting all the spam websites that inevitably bought their way into live streams out of here. So you are the real MVP.
It's a given. Yeah, there's way too many of those, but unfortunately, they're all over the place. All right, we normally will run through halftime breakdowns and everything else, but you guys, a lot of you probably already know this, but in case some do not, and new to the channel, new to the shows, we partnered up with Jalix Hunt, rookie defensive end, rookie linebacker for the Philadelphia Eagles. We are giving back to Philly area high school basketball teams, and so we've partnered with him. There's a link in our descriptions to be able to give, but we wanted to make sure, in case someone had not heard it, to kind of replay some of the interview with Jalix Hunt that we had earlier in the week. An opportunity, if you have not, if you could give $1, $5, $10, any amount, everything helps. It goes completely to Philly area high school basketball teams that Jalix Hunt is going to deliver himself in person, get some photos and videos that we will also share as well. But right now, I wanted to take advantage of the halftime break here, and here's a little clip from the interview and how you can take part and give back. We appreciate it. If I can get it to work.
I was going to say, I was waiting.
All right, but let's try it again. One more time. What's up, guys? Josh Davis here. It is the Philly Special, as well as Thomas Mott, the Thomas Mott Show, and of course, the man who really doesn't need an introduction here, but Jalix Hunt joining us. How you doing, man?
What's up, y'all? I'm doing great.
Awesome. We are pumped to have you here. We're talking about this before recording, but I mean, just thrilled to even be able to collab with you on this. Really exciting news. Also, feel free to scan the QR code for people watching this. Also, we're going to get into more of that here in a second. But first off, I got to start and ask you, Jalix, because
what's up?
Coming off the Baltimore Ravens game, everybody hyping this thing up. Thomas and I were talking about it before, like, man, this feels like a playoff game going into it. You had the storylines of Vic Fangio, versus Lamar Jackson in the past. People saying, no, that defense is not going to do it. Thinking potentially you guys are not fraudulent maybe, but there's some national analysts out there going, I don't know if they're for real yet. So I just got to hear from you coming off of that win, going into it. I'm sure you probably heard about the Ravens' #1 offense in terms of efficiency, everything going into Baltimore. What did Vic Fangio say to you guys? What was the, not, secrets necessarily, but just holistically the viewpoint going into that game against Baltimore?
Of course, the number one is to get the win. That's obvious. But you got the reigning MVP in the backfield at all times. And you have 22 in the backfield, who's a powerful runner. And the breakdown was really we have to tackle. We have to stay disciplined in our rush lanes, for me personally. And we have to be the more physical team. And I think that's the mindset that we've gone into every game with this season. I think it's really working for us right now.
I think we really saw the vibe start to shift maybe after the bye week, whenever the win streak started to get going here. But this game in particular on Sunday, after the win in the locker room, you guys are dancing around, having a great time. BG in there partying with you guys. What's it like being in this locker room right now during this 8-game win streak as a rookie, surrounded by a bunch of superstar Eagles before you that are all winning football games together?
It's fun. Football's fun. And whenever football's fun, that's how you know your team's doing well and the season's vibing. It would be real concerning if we were at this point in the season and our record is how it is and we weren't enjoying it. That means there's some things looming in the background, but we're all enjoying it right now. And as a rookie, I just shut up and listen. That's been my motto this whole time. I got BG in the room. I got Sweaty in the room. Nolan, I know this is just his second year, but Nolan's rushing well as well. And then Clint Hurt, new D-line coach, whatever he has to say, and my coach personally, Coach Wash, whatever they have to say to me, I'm soaking it all in. And the locker room is just a great vibe. Obviously, yesterday with the win, you said it was a playoff feeling type of game. I haven't been to a playoff game yet. Hopefully that comes in. Hopefully that comes in later in the season. But it's what I would imagine a playoff game to win. Playoff game win to feel like.
Let's go. The only thing really, granted, there's a lot of Eagles fans that were there, but not quite the hype and the vibes of a playoff win at the Link, but understandably, even going into that, But I got to ask, too, because you talk about, like, hey, just shut up and listen, right, to BG. You got some other guys in the locker room, but you've been taking strides for sure. And I think that people have heard, obviously, you talking about, like, just taking advantage of special teams reps for a while, naturally with some injuries and things like that. But you played 35 snaps against Baltimore. Curious, to potentially brag on yourself a little bit. But how did you think that you did in that Ravens game, the 35 snaps?
I think I did well. I think I did what I needed to do to step into that role. Losing BG is definitely a huge shot because BG brings so much energy and physicality and so much knowledge to the game. He's like wise as you can get, I guess, playing football. He's seen every formation, every motion possible. So whenever I have a question, especially in that last game with different splits and different looks they were giving us, hey, BG, I just got this, that. Oh, that's easy. Just line up, da-da-da-da. But 9 times out of 10, BG's just going to say, get off the ball.
Well, hey, Jalix, we appreciate all your time. Obviously, letting people know the collab here, it was really exciting to reach out, try to partner. Thomas and I were looking for how do we get involved with the community? How can we give back, the spirit of giving? Obviously, Christmas time, coming off of Thanksgiving as well. Today being Giving Tuesday is just the most appropriate as well. But can you talk to us a little bit more of just within, I guess, where this started? You're getting involved with the Philly schools and in particular basketball, what that means to you. Just talk to us a little bit more about the charity part here.
Well, the opportunity was brought to me by someone in the community. She owns a business, and we just were chopping it up. I was there, and she started talking about just the community and ways I can help, because I'm always looking to help. This is something that I've always been just drawn to, is helping someone whenever I can. And she started talking about a school and their need for a sponsorship for the basketball team. And sports are so big to me, and basketball was actually the first sport I played because I was too young to play tackle football, and I was not playing. I just couldn't get behind flag football. So basketball was actually the first sport that I played, and it's taught me so much just about being resilient and honing your craft and competition. And it's taken me so far. So a lot of the things I learned in basketball, I've been able to transfer over to football and into life. And whenever I can help someone who needs help learn those same ideals, I'd love to. So I found out about a school who needs some help, and I don't want money or lack of resources to be the reason why they couldn't enjoy a sport that I love so much.
We love it, and we're going to try to help as much as we can. Obviously, all of our subscribers watching right now, down below description box is also the QR code on the screen. You can scan, goes to the GoFundMe link. 100% of that money obviously goes to help out all the schools that JLX is partnering with. And so I believe that we go till December 18th, I think is going to be the official cutoff day. And then you're going to be delivering in person as well, correct?
I am. So if we get 10,000 is our goal. If we get more than 10,000, we can help more schools. But 10,000 is definitely our goal. We're going to make some nice little checks, and we're going to go to the schools. And I've been able to partner with you guys in this platform, and also A Sportswear out of Baltimore, ironically out of Baltimore.
Thank you, Baltimore.
Sportswear company. Yeah, thank you, Baltimore. A sportswear company out in Baltimore. And they've been very pivotal in getting the resources that I need. So any donations, I really appreciate. And yeah, of course we'll get pictures and whatnot of me giving the checks away. But yeah, that's what it'll be used for.
Heck yeah. That's what it's about, man. Love to hear that. Just giving back, like you said, not being about the money, being able to help those schools. So again, like Thomas said, this is the time. It's Giving Tuesday. There's not a better instance. We did not actually plan this. Some things are just saying this, and this is just what they're saying. So it's Giving Tuesday for this interview. Absolutely meant to be. So show up big time for Philly area schools. As Jalek said, 100% going to those schools. I'm going to make a donation. Thomas is going to make a donation. You guys go make a donation. It's going to help out in a really big way. And again, scan the QR code. Links are in the description. We'll be posting these off regularly as well. So make sure to get in before December 18th. And Jalix, man, we appreciate your time again. This was an absolute blast. We wish you the best of luck moving forward.
Thank you.
And I guess I'll just end it with an appropriate. We should probably get a Go Birds in. So
there you go. Go Birds.
Gotta go Birds. Go Birds.
There we go. Jalix is the man. Appreciate Jalix for coming on. People that were just tuning in wondering what that was. That was the previously recorded, obviously, Jalix Hunt interview. But again, giving back to the community. We appreciate Jalix partnering with him, him reaching out, also wanting to be a part of this platform. So you guys make that possible, even having the reach that we do, the opportunity to give back and really have that impact. So thank you to you guys. LA Kid, appreciate the 5, said my 3-year-old, just learned the fight song, Priceless Beyond Proud. That is a fantastic accomplishment there. So good on you, sir. I mean, you gotta raise them up right, but yeah, to know the fight song, heck yeah. Then Tristan with a 5 says, "LOL, they keep trying to fight with Carter. Feel like he's gonna lose his S. Maybe a big second half game coming from him. Hopefully so. If he can channel that energy, that aggression, he's done better of it as of late. But yeah, take advantage. Maybe a JC sack, strip sack, keep the turnovers coming. We'll see there." And also Eagle 1. Oh my gosh. The 50 bomb. Here's a small amount for a great cause. Got to take care of the next gen. Go Birds. Go Birds. Thank you so much. Absolutely. Thomas and I have donated as well. We've got the bet up also. I didn't get to play that clip there, but for people that watched the game preview video this past week, Thomas and I had a bet of whether or not the Eagles will win out the regular season. I said yes. He said no. So whoever gets that, it will be $100 bet. As Thomas is taking a little bit longer for a break, we're back from the half now. I'm going to text to make sure we're still good. But Eagles touchback, so they'll get at the 30-yard line. He should be back at some point. Andrew, appreciate that. Okay, all right. You're back. Cool. Just making sure. All right, so we got a 1st and 10.
I was just a little late.
Okay.
Just a little late.
I was
We're
making
back.
sure. I was like, okay, we're going to get the kickoff there, but
No.
we're good. Okay.
All right.
and
We got 22 on the play clock. Make sure we're good to go. 20.
I'm a couple seconds ahead, so I can pause here in just a second. I'm getting the scoreboard updated. We got
Yep.
30-yard line. Jalen under center for this first play. AJ in motion to the right side. Jalen takes the snap, looking over the middle, going to throw. Now right side has some time, forced out to the right, going to roll right, looking downfield, nothing going, and throws it out of bounds. So incomplete pass, first play.
Again, trying to get the football to A.J. Brown, trying to get the football to number 11, and unable to do it. They have done a very good job. Let's watch what Jalen Hurts is looking at here with the sky cam. So they go for the play action. They're looking at A.J. Brown on the right side. He's covered. I wish he would come back to DeVonta Smith, but both of them are pretty covered there, and you can't really blame the bailout when you see what Jalen was looking at.
Yeah, there's a lot of times it's easy to just say, oh, Jalen can't see it downfield. He's not making throws. But then whenever you get the extra view or you look at the all 22, then you're like, sometimes play calls wise. But 3 on the play clock here. Jalen takes a snap, handoff Saquon, left side. Big hole up to the 40, 45, and more. Trip down at the 48-yard line. And that is a gain of almost 18 yards. I guess 18 yards there. Big first down.
Yeah, there's Saquon on a little zone run to the outside here, running behind Jordan Mailata, and I believe you're going to get a pull here from Mekhi Becton. Good kind of combo block there by 77. And there's the speed we've seen of Saquon Barkley, his biggest run of the day. He's close to breaking one.
Here we go. Eagles going to go hurry up here. This time Barkley left side going to try it. Only a gain of about 4 yards, so brings up a 2nd and 6.
Yeah, we see this all the time in the third quarter, Josh. Saquon will hit one for 10 to 20. He gets close, and then they'll keep churning away, and then eventually he breaks one. It's been the case almost every game during the 8-game win streak. In a Panther territory now, maybe today's no different.
Jalen will take the snap, another give to Saquon, spins in the hole, and able to get about 4 yards, maybe 5, so be a 3rd and maybe 2.
Just weird that they can't do this for drive 1 or drive 2 or any drive in the first quarter. So,
Takes too long.
Whatever. 3rd and 1.
Eventually, they get there. It's just, I don't know why. It takes so long to do this. So, 3rd and 1 officially. In the gun, Jalen going to be handoff to Saquon. Makes the first man miss, eludes one, and goes up for a first down. A gain of about 4 or 5 yards. There you go.
Josh, Jalen bobbled this, and it bobbled right into Saquon's hands. This is dangerous here. Jalen never secures it and kind of just volleyball tips it right into Saquon Barkley's hands, and he secures it for a first down. That could have been really ugly.
Wow, that was, a lot more fortunate. I'm working with like 16-bit internet briefly on that play, so I couldn't see the ball. It looks clear now, but I couldn't see that ball. It just looked like a regular handoff to me, so that was a lot more dangerous on the replay.
Today. 13 carries for 81. Kenny G's in. I need one more rushing yard.
Right side, got a block, and there's a couple. Picks up 2, maybe 3. Brings up 2nd down.
That'll do it. All right, that one is hit. We need gonna need a lot more A.J. Brown receiving yards, about 50, maybe 60 more. We're gonna need about 12 more DeVonta Smith yards. But we got the Hubbard over, or the higher, and the Gainwell higher, so we'll take it.
Let's go. It's not impossible. There's an opportunity. There's a chance here. Ball at the 37. 13 on the play clock. 2nd and 7. Jalen in the gun. Kenny G to his left. Takes the snap. Going to be handoff Kenny G up the middle. And pushes just about 2 yards or so. It'll be about a 3rd and 5.
It was an RPO there. They had Smitty kind of step out of the slot for a chance at a little screen pass, and he is pretty open. Everyone runs with number 11. Hurts might have kept that football and chucked it quickly to number 6. They might have gotten some extra yards there, but still, 3rd and 4. They're moving here.
Saquon getting a breather on the sideline, doing some early work in this drive. Now Kenny G out there. Kenny's gotten the past couple runs. 3rd and 4 officially. 9 on the play clock. Jalen calling out signals. Landon signaling something as well. AJ motion out right side. Now back into the slot. Jalen takes the snap. Blitz is coming. Has some time over the middle. Eludes the first man. Going to think about running, and he's going to try to. He starts to be brought down, and he is. It's a no gain. Did the ball come out there?
At the end, Jurgens got it back.
Got onto it, but no gain. Fourth down.
Man, another shot to A.J. Brown. They are trying to get A.J. Brown on a deep over route here, and Josey Jewell, great time spying here, and eventually takes away the first look, and Jalen's got nowhere to go. Man.
Yeah, by the time that Smitty's open over the middle, he's getting pressured. He's not able to make that throw, but he had Smitty if there was extra time. But you're right. It's seeing A.J., he's got the help over the top. So now a 52-yard field goal attempt for Jake Elliott. Snap is good. Kick is up. It's drifting right, and he missed it. Missed it right. Wow.
Man, the struggles for number 4 from long. Whew. That was not even close, Josh.
Jake is 0 for 5, a 50-plus this year. For the man who was automatic 50-yard field goals, 0 for 5 is that's rough.
Not a good year to be a kicker, Josh. Not a good year to be a kicker. Not a good year to be a good kicker, too. That's been a real problem.
That's true. If you're, Jake Bates, I guess, is one of the better ones. He's had a pretty good, especially the last month or so for Detroit. But it's a little strange because I feel like in the first, 2-3 weeks of the season, NFL kickers were making 50-yarders like it was like it was every single week. Oh, there's another 50-yard field goal.
Not anymore.
It's very much changed.
Still, at least they move the football well, but a 4-point game, I mean, that's the problem. You keep Carolina in it, you keep them alive, right? One score away from Carolina jumping right back out here.
Mm-hmm. Yep, Carolina's going to get good field position, too. Have the ball at the, 42-yard line. Not the exact start that you would want from the... In the second half. Jose with a 5. Jose, I don't see a comment, but we appreciate
We'll take it. That's fine.
The support. If you have something else, I'll mention it in case you have something else to throw out there. Appreciate you guys tuning in as always. We have almost 1,100 likes. If we get a few more likes, we get up to 1,100. We'd appreciate that. There you go. Buttergolf says Jake is a problem. I mean, I think if it's inside 50 yards, yes, his percentage-wise is not what it typically is, but I think that he's stemmed the tide from the Commanders game where it was like, oh my gosh, what do you do? You can't make a 33-yard field goal. But it is something, it's at least worth noting, where now if you have a 50-yard plus field goal, if we needed one from Jake late in the game, I mean, there's not the confidence because we haven't seen it this year so far. It's 0 for 5.
Yeah, it's interesting what they've done with Jake Elliott this year too, Josh. They seem to kind of just thrust him out there at times, and other times they stash him on the sideline. It feels like they don't have a lot of confidence in him either, and then it'll be like, oh, wait, 3rd and 4, 4th and 4, how about a 52-yarder and 16-mile-per-hour winds? So I'm not saying they're doing him any favors, but he also has definitely been below average so far this season, which is a bummer.
He can find it. I don't feel like it's quite a Justin Tucker situation of being absolutely washed. It's just a little bit of figuring it out for those long-range field goals. I think he could be okay.
All right, well.
Your third quarter, Panthers going to try to regain the lead if they can. Ball at their own 42, handoff Chuba Hubbard, and a good run on first down. Picks up about 5, maybe 6 yards before finally able to stop momentum.
And we gave a lot of love to Jordan Davis last week. He was a big key factor in slowing down Derrick Henry, keeping him under 100 yards rushing, and not so much today. He's not been as much of an impact player, not in the backfield on these running plays, shedding blockers, clogging lanes. Overall, a pretty, I'd say, average day for the Eagle defensive line. Some pressure early, got the sack with Zach Bond, but not the best day from this Eagle defensive line we've seen the past 8 weeks.
Yeah, you needed to be a little bit better against this team. Actually gained 7 yards there. I thought it was about 5 or 6, but 7 yards. So 2nd and 3. Bryce Young under center takes the snap. It'll be handoff to Hubbard again. Left side has a little space brought down short of the sticks, but there's a flag on the play coming out of the secondary.
A good tackle there by Nakobe Dean to make sure he was short, but that flag came out of the back judge, so he's probably watching the line play, and my guess would be we got a hold somewhere here. Holding on the defense.
Yeah.
Okay. Never like holding on the defense during run plays, Josh. That is never a good look. I got Milton Williams for a hold there, so an automatic first down. Wow.
Okay. Well, before the defense can get a holding call, they're going to get their own committed on themselves, apparently. So now ball at the 45-yard line of Philly. Just like that. 44. Bryce Young in the gun takes a snap, looking right side, being pressured. Now going to throw. Adam Thielen wide open, caught at the 30-yard line, eventually tapped down by Darius Slay at the 29, but a big first down.
It's a good play here by Bryce Young. He fakes the wheel route out of the backfield, and Thielen kind of like he's going to block and then slips out of there for a go route, and another really good throw here by Bryce Young. He's looked fantastic.
Yeah, just zone coverage. Slay a little bit too far back. Nolan had him for a split second, but then Nolan's kind of coming up on that screen pass there. Thielen is, he's a good player for a reason. He makes some plays, take advantage of your zone, find the open spots. Had a decent day so far. 3 on the play clock now. Bryce Young under center will take the snap. Handoff Hubbard has a hole and a lane, able to move forward again. A gain of about 4 yards, so brings up a 2nd and 6.
Sometimes Jalen Carter gets into the backfield too quickly, Josh. That's even possible to say. I mean, he flew into the backfield here, but as he's going one way, Chuba Hubbard's going 90 miles an hour the other way and just runs right past him. It's kind of a bummer. It wasn't a pass play, or else Carter would have had a really good chance. But either way, combo tackle there by the Bird linebackers to at least make it 2nd down and 6.
See what they could do here. 8 minutes left in the third quarter. Quarter kind of flying by. Ball on the 25. Bryce Young under center. Now there's 3 on the play clock. He's going to get it off. Hand off to Hubbard. Left side. Running lane and Moore. Able to go before he's hit really at the 20-yard line and push forward for a first down. Ball into the red zone.
Dean saves a touchdown there. Is a lot of speed for Hubbard coming out of the backfield here. And again, this is running right at Milton Williams and Jalen Hunt in this game. And there is just no push by this Eagle defensive line. I don't know if they've been on the football field too long. They're a little gassed. Or Hubbard's just kind of sneaking past all these tacklers, but another first down, another long drive here for Bryce Young and the Panther offense.
Here we go now. 7:25 to play in the third quarter. 5 seconds on the play clock. Bryce Young under center takes a snap. Another give to Chuba Hubbard. Right side, this time met behind the line of scrimmage. Breaks a couple tackles and able to pick up about a yard. What should have been a loss. So second down and 8.
Shout out to Tristin McCollum there as he came flying in from the safety position, obviously in for Reed Blankenship today, and got to Hubbard first, slowed him down, and the rest of the Eagles kind of came in there for the gang tackle. Only a gain of 2, but very clearly you can tell the third quarter plan here, Josh. It's run the football. It's make the Eagles stop the run right now. They've not been able to. That was 4 straight runs. Only 1 pass this entire drive. This will be snap number 7 at the Eagles 17.
Panthers get the snap. Bryce Young has some time. Screen pass right side. Hubbard met by Jalen Carter, and he's going to go nowhere. Blown dead with a 5-yard loss. That's going to be a 3rd and 13 now.
It's a good play by 98. MVP of the defense last week. He was fantastic along with Jordan Davis against Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson, and he smells this screen out from a mile away. He kind of rushes upfield, sees that there are people running past him, and shuffles his feet, waits for the ball, and then immediately tackles Hubbard for a loss. 3rd and long.
Come on, defense. Time to get a big stop here. 11 on the play clock. Panthers continue to snap the ball with like 3 seconds left on the play clock, taking all the time they can. Bryce Young in the gun, barking out orders. 2 on the play clock, and there's going to be a timeout. They're going to have to use it. Taking too much time.
Yeah, Bryce Young didn't like something at the line. He was trying to get his receivers to figure out their new routes and didn't have the time to be able to figure it out. You know, maybe there's communication errors, getting the call into the headset, whatever's going on. But burning a timeout in a 4-point game this early in the third quarter is definitely something that you did not want to do if you were the Carolina Panthers. But 3rd and 13, Josh. Right now with Philadelphia up 4, holding to a field goal, obviously critical to keep it still the Birds' lead. But just get them backed up a little bit more, make this somewhat of a more difficult field goal for Eddie Pinheiro, who's been one of the better kickers, though, in the league.
Yep. Shout out to Big Dog earlier for the 2. Said Jake the fake him and Justin Tucker in the UFL. So not a lot of support for
nope.
for the kickers. But big opportunity here. Ball on the 22. 3rd and 13. Bryce Young in the gun. Has Chuba Hubbard to his right. Eagles showing blitz, and Milton Williams' jump is going to be a free play for the Panthers. Bryce Young being pressured now, rolling out to the back to the 40, has still plenty of time to throw. He's going to launch it deep into the end zone, and it's tipped down incomplete. But like you said, a free play, so it'll be a 3rd and 8, do it over.
Yeah, a couple of jumps by Philadelphia last week. Here's one this week. Milton Williams is right over the football. It's one of the most frustrating plays that the NFL has to offer when your nose tackle is just watching the ball and still goes off of the verbal snap count. But what are you going to do? Not a automatic first down, but makes 3rd and 13 a lot shorter.
Yeah, just inexcusable. I mean, thankfully, it's only 5 yards. Sometimes you see those where it's a free play, take a shot, get a score or a big play off of it. But, man, more manageable now, 3rd and 8 territory. Ball officially at the 17-yard line. 3 seconds on the play clock now. They're not going to pump up the clock and... Oh, they do. Okay.
Yeah, they did. Yeah,
All
they
right.
did.
I was going to say, Bryce Young is about to take a delay of game. Now there's 20. He'll take the snap. 4-man pressure. Has a little bit of time. He's going to throw over the middle. Complete short of the sticks. Chuba Hubbard makes the catch, breaks 2 tackles, and finally brought down by Cooper DeJean, but he's short of the sticks by 2 yards. 4th down.
Yeah, I was going to say, sure tackling of Cooper DeJean there, and then he technically had that tackle broken, but it was enough forward energy to slow down Chuba Hubbard and let some other Eagles, including Zach Bond, come up and finish here. If I'm Carolina, Josh, this is 4th and 1. I think I go for it. 4th and 2 looks like they will. 1 for 1 on 4th downs earlier today.
Yep, keep the offense on the field.
Why
Big
not,
4th down
Why
stop.
not?
This is one of those that, changes the game drastically depending on if you stop them or they get it. Ball on the 11-yard line. Bryce Young in motion, Adam Thielen. Going to take the snap, looking to the left side. Now over the middle, has some time. Ball is tipped in the air. It's complete. Adam Thielen is able to get it. Nakobe Dean was diving for the interception. It's like a 50-50 ball there, but Thielen had just a little better position, and that is going to be a huge 1st down, 1st and goal.
Jeez. A lot of things not going right for the Eagles today. That was tipped at the line, I think, by Jalen Carter. And, yeah, you're waiting for Nakobe Dean to just kind of gather it into his waiting arms, and Thielen makes the grab. Bryce Young is smiling. Thielen's smiling. They got lucky there, but now you have a case where you're 1st and goal, Josh, and a touchdown retakes the lead for the 3 and 9 Carolina Panthers from the Eagle 5.
Yeah, 1st and goal from the 5 now. Now Bryce Young going to be play action, pressured, rolling right side, has some room, going to try to take off and run, eludes the first defender, and stopped at the 1-yard line. This would be 2nd and goal.
Man, I don't know why Bryce Young stopped running there to cut up field. I think he had the edge. He keeps running. He probably dies for the pylon, but a good play here by first Nakobe Dean and then Moro Jomo coming in to make sure that Bryce Young got a big hit delivered. That was a big one, and then is still short, 2nd and goal.
Man, this is it's feeling like, man, one of those days. It might be a little more difficult than we thought.
It's feeling like it.
2nd and goal from the 1. Bryce Young under center, going to be handoff. Chuba Hubbard met there in the middle and able to spin past the first defender. He stopped short, but just barely. Thomas Booker, I believe, was the one who had a chance to bring him down for a loss.
Yeah, 59 Thomas Booker is in the backfield in a second and just whiffs. Is a nice spin move there by Hubbard, and he might have close. It's close. Yeah, it's hard to tell where the football is. See if they will. It's 3rd and goal if they don't. But they already have given up 1 timeout, Josh. I don't know if they can risk burning another one when it's 3rd and goal from the half-yard line. Might as well just run it up the gut. Here we go.
See what they do. They're not challenging so far. It looked like he might have gotten that. Okay, yeah, they're going to challenge it.
Oh, there it is.
I was going to say, it looked like he had it. Yeah, that's probably a touchdown.
Conclusive video evidence.
Showing it from the other angle here, able to keep his feet up.
Yeah, he's in. That's a touchdown.
I think that's it.
That's a touchdown. Birds are going to be trailing late in the 3rd quarter, Josh. How about that? That was not expected.
Yeah, that's. I mean, it's a hard angle to see from both sides, but it looks like they're going to give that a touchdown.
Yeah.
Challenge though, and they'll review. Yeah, Chance saying, "Dude, this is ridiculous." It's one of those games. It's looking like it might be a 17-14 Panthers lead. Oh boy.
Yeah. You were just wondering, right? 8-game winning streak, couple of mediocre football teams coming down the stretch. But, of course, you had that high emotion game. You were in Baltimore last week. You get the win. Can you back it up with a big, 20-point drubbing of Carolina? A lot of people were wondering, and the answer right now is no, Josh. And this has been an ugly day all around, really. I mean, the defense has had their moments, but by far one of their worst days of the past 8 weeks. And Jalen Hurts has really struggled. He's missed a lot of open receivers. I think the All-22 film is going to be pretty shocking here, and the big reason why A.J. Brown is so frustrated each time he comes off the football field.
Yeah, 25 minutes of possession for Carolina, 16 for the Eagles in the game so far. Not the recipe for success.
Run defense has been bad. Pass defense at times has not been great. It's surprising. It's really bad.
Yeah, it's you're just kind of asking a whole lot from this defense. I mean, because honestly, you look at it, say, okay, the Panthers 3.7 yards per carry. Like that's not bad to allow only 3.7 yards a carry. You just allow them to be on the football field for a ton of time. Bryce Young only 108 yards passing. Again, not a bad number at all. We're almost in the fourth quarter. Yardage wise, I think the defense has been fine. It's honestly a lot more naturally on the offense just for scoring, but you're not even sustaining drives long enough to give the defense a breather. So I don't know. Got a couple super chats here. Daniel with a 5 said this just isn't our day. Can't be good all the time.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, they weren't gonna.
I suppose.
I didn't think that they'd win out. That was it was kind of our take on the Wednesday link. I thought they'd lose one, but I don't think any of us thought they would lose the Carolina Panthers. Still, plenty of time, Josh. Right? This is by no means a guaranteed, but
Yeah, just more difficult than what we expected to be, but we'll see. Rolling on the field stance, no touchdown. Okay.
Wow.
Trenton Browning with a 2 said defense drank the hype juice and is getting exposed. Again, I don't know if it's as much on the defense. There's some, but offense is not helping. Chuba Hubbard handoff here. Now right side, that's an easy touchdown. Walk it in, and the Panthers have the lead.
They've been running the football all day, and they ran it a lot on that drive, and why not do it one more time? Cap it off with the Chuba Hubbard touchdown run from 1 yard out, and we're an extra point away from being down 3. I mean, started off this game down 3, and just no real push from this defensive line, Josh. I mean, they have been pretty unimpressive so far today against what had been a awful offensive line and offensive football team by the Carolina Panthers. Jalen Hurts now, 3-point hole. Offense has got to buckle up. You got to find some throwing lanes. You got to run the football, and you got to make sure you get points on this next drive because this defense has not been slowing down Carolina.
They really haven't. Here's the extra point attempt. It's kicked up, and it's no good. Misses it to the left, and we've been saying about field goal kickers, but Eddie Pinheiro, that's a pull it very badly. Miss it to the left.
This is off the tee on a par 4, and you're going into the woods very quick. This is going right to left at Mach 3. Goodness gracious, that was not close. Holy cow, that probably misses from even closer. I mean, that is not going in the right direction. And so now it's a 2-point game. Now Jake Elliott 0 for 1 on a 53-yarder. He's might need him on this next drive to take the lead. Still, though, 12-play, 58-yard scoring drive. Took 8 minutes, Josh. 8 minutes of this third quarter. It's almost done. It's very similar to the third quarter against Baltimore last week. Philadelphia had like one drive, non-existent, terrible first quarter, terrible third quarter, yet they were great in quarters 2 and 4, and that might still be the case.
Yep. Again, Carolina's getting some fortunate breaks. They show the replay of the Adam Thielen catch where Bryce Young his pass is tipped. Could have very well been intercepted. Just one of those days. 16-14 lead for Carolina. Still plenty of time. Should be able to capitalize here. Kickoff is away.
This has been the difference, though, between this year's team and last year's team. This year's team loses this football game. Sorry, last year's team loses this football game. This year's team has been winning them. We don't want to jinx it, but come on, Jalen, give us something here.
Yep, plenty of time. See what they're going to do with the offense. I mean, Saquon's been the answer, but Jalen up to this point, 9 for 15, 70 yards, 4.7 average. I mean, that's just not going to get it. Saquon's got his usual 6.1 yards a carry, 13 for 79. The offense is run for 131 and 6.2. It's just the passing game. Like, it's non-existent, hasn't been there. Jalen missing a few throws, potentially trying to look for too much of the big plays. I don't know. We'll have to see on the all-22, like you said. But first play here, going to be handoff Saquon left side. Makes him miss 35 and 40. First down, gain of 11 yards up to the 41-yard line.
Yeah, that's what Saquon Barkley does, man. He has a guy right in his face as Becton's trying to hold on for dear life as they pulled him from the right guard spot. And Saquon kind of puts the brakes on and finds that hole. And really good job here by 2-6 on a play that I think a lot of previous Eagle backs don't gain a lot of yards on. First down.
Another handoff. Saquon right side has blockers and a hole. Cuts up to the 50, the 45, and eventually brought down into Carolina territory at the 44-yard line. And he is he's heating up.
We said it during the last drive, Josh. This is what he does in the second half. He starts to kind of hit on a 10-yarder, hit on a 15-yarder, and get so close to breaking one. He was a play away or a player away from breaking it, but already into Panther territory at the 44. They're moving.
Looks like he needs 4 more yards for the record, by the way, for the Eagles. Here's going to be a fake handoff now. Jalen keep it to the right side. Has some room to the 40 and the 35-yard line, 36-yard lines where he ducks out of bounds. Be a 2nd and 2.
Those are the Hurts kind of quote-unquote design runs I like a lot more than the quarterback powers. This is a read option, so it can go either way. But this was very easily read after the defensive line crashed in on Saquon, and Hurts kept it. Now they go hurry up, and you're right. He's a yard away now, I believe, from the record. Unless it's 109. He's at 105.
Okay. Jasper the 2 said we had a game like this back in 2022 against Indy. We've had some of those. Yes, we absolutely have. That's a good reminder. 2nd and 2 here. Jalen takes the snap. Blitz is coming. Has some time over the middle. Tries to evade the first pass rusher and is not going to be able to do it. And there's a huge loss. A sack that puts it, 3rd and 14 now?
Yeah, that's a big one. A'Shawn Robinson. They came on the blitz, and they did not block it well at all. And Philadelphia will have one more play now back in their own territory before the third quarter ends. But, boy, I think Saquon kind of missed. I mean, I know Cam Jurgens didn't hand that off as well as he should have or received the handoff, but Saquon kind of bailed a little too early there. I'd like to see him stay and help out a little bit more, especially with A-gap pressure. And, man, a good drive, and now 3rd and 10.
Oh, boy. All right. Make things a little bit more difficult. 1 on the play clock. Jalen will get it off. Another blitz is coming. Has a little bit of time. Going to try to take off and run up the middle. Has some space. A first down and more. The 30, the 25, 20. Has blockers. The 15, the 10. Tripped up at the 8-yard line. So if you know what, passing doesn't work, just take off and run. 1st and goal.
Jeez, 30-plus yards there from number 1. Yeah, and you mentioned it. The blitz coming around the edge. Mailata does a good job hanging on for dear life. And Jalen barely able to climb this pocket. But everyone's sitting in man. There's nobody looking at Jalen Hurts, and he's able to just get across and right by Josey Jewell and lowers the shoulder and makes another good run there to get you down inside the 10.
Looks like Johnny Wilson. I couldn't tell if he's banged up, but they're going to a commercial break. Is it the end of the third quarter?
Okay.
Did not expect to be saying this, but the end of the third quarter, Panthers leading 16-14.
Still, this is the drive you've been hoping for.
Yeah. Whew, boy, this is, able to do something, I suppose. It's frustrating at times, and
oh man,
doesn't make sense. Others, opportunity to take the lead, though, we'll take it there. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the like button. We appreciate that. Sub to the channels. We had almost 4,000 combined between both streams here. Almost 1,200 likes. You guys are the best. We appreciate that. 1st and goal coming up after the commercial break. Let's see.
All right, maybe a little. He is 4 yards away, by the way. Saquon is 4 yards away.
Okay. I was going to say 7 yards a carry. Again, you look at the team and you're like 25 or 24 carries for the Eagles, 189 yards rushing, 7.9 yards a carry. But yet the passing game, 9 for 15 for Jalen, 70 yards, and 1 touchdown. Like, it's just non-existent. There's nothing there.
I know. It's been the entire day, and I really do think you're going to watch the All-22 film and Jalen not pulling the trigger on a lot of these throws. It's been pretty wild to watch as he's been that quiet so far today in terms of trying to get the football to A.J. Brown. I mean, a couple of passes to Smitty, the touchdown pass, but it has been slow trucking through the mud for this Eagle pass offense, but Saquon and Jalen's legs bailing him out right now here to end the third quarter.
Yeah, I thought, I honestly thought coming into the game is why I took the pick anyway, but Jalen would have a little bit more passing yards than normal. It's like, yeah, they'll stack the box.
Not
They'll
today.
go extra to stop Saquon, extra to stop the run. And, I mean, so far, you're seeing it that maybe he's missing a couple, but it's also Carolina not doing anything extra to try to stop the run because they've run for 8 yards a carry. And if you're going to do that, I know it can be super basic, maybe boring to some people as well, but like if you're going to get 8 yards a carry, there's also how many questions and times have we been throughout this game of going like, hey, it's 2nd and 3. Maybe let's not throw the football. Just go ahead and run again because you'll get another first down.
All right, here we go to start the fourth quarter. First and goal from the Panther 9. Hurts in the pistol. Motion Smitty across the formation. Here's a first down handoff to Saquon Barkley up the middle. He'll run into a stone wall of Carolina Panthers and get 3.5. It'll be second down and goal from the Panther 6.5.
All right, I like that. Run the football.
Carolina's been really good stopping the run in the red zone. I mean, we last time that they got down here, they tried. Saquon unable to get there on a couple of carries and finally pushed it away for their first score, but might have to throw your way to a victory. Here's a second down snap, play action, roll right, caught DeVonta Smith. He's got a long way to go, and he's going to be thrown out of bounds on a 1-yard gain. Third and goal upcoming. An extra point looms large. The miss by Eddie Pinheiro earlier in this game, Josh, because Philly can at least take the lead with a Jake Elliott make here. Good play by Carolina to stop DeVonta Smith on the crosser.
Very close, very close. I was wondering if Smitty's going to get that edge, but that's a good tackle. Just not enough for the momentum.
All right, third and goal. And then we have an injured Carolina Panther. I think it was the corner who made the play. That might be J.C. Horn. As we're going to have a timeout on the field. Jalen Hurts, 10 of 16 for 73 yards and a touchdown, Josh. Woof. That has been slow, bad passing day through the air for Philadelphia as we go to commercial break. My goodness. Other scores here. If you are watching the Titan-Jaguar game today, you are a brave soldier. 6-3 in the Mac Jones versus Will Levis Bowl, which has not been good. Jets have taken a lead behind an Aaron Rodgers passing touchdown to Devontae Adams, 20-15 over the Dolphins. Falcons 13, Vikings 21, but Atlanta is driving. They got first and goal right now inside the Minnesota 20 with 1:35 to go third quarter. Saints have just scored on a Derek Carr passing touchdown to Johnson, 11 yards to go up 14-3 over the just pathetic New York Giants. Browns 7, Steelers 20. They're kind of trying to start to pull away there as Philadelphia's next opponent at the link next week will be probably at 10 wins by the time Philadelphia hopefully gets there as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, finally, the Bucs and Raiders sitting at 14-10 down there in Tampa with the Bucs still leading. So, interesting times right now, Josh. Obviously, Philadelphia already at 10 wins. I meant to say to 11 wins, but nice to get a touchdown here and make Bryce Young have to go the entire length of the field instead of just kicking a field goal to take the lead. 4,000 people watching. Most watched stream by far right now on YouTube. We appreciate you guys hanging out. Hit the sub button. A lot of fun giveaways happening. I think we'll be giving away the signed Cooper DeJean full-size helmet right here, if you can see the autograph. 70,000 subs. We're giving this one away, and Josh has got some more happening at 90. So lots of giveaways happening. Be sure to hit the sub button to get in on that.
Can't really see it. It's like right down there in the little corner, but it's the Kelly Green signed Jalen Hurts or signed Saquon, whichever one you prefer. But at 90,000 subs,
you need to get some lights that shine upwards to kind of illuminate those things. That look cool. Yeah, they look good back there.
It's a little bit better, but I can't go full screen, so I need to actually like bring it with me, so I have it right here on the. But if it was full screen, you could see both the helmets.
There you go. It looks like this, just Kelly Green. That's all it is. Yeah. I wish I could keep this thing, honestly. I can't believe I got to give this thing away, but
yeah, well.
Signed Cooper DeJean. Yep. All right, coming back from commercial break. It'll be third and goal for Philadelphia. They've driven the ball well. J.C. Horn going to the blue tent, Josh. So he's been doing a pretty good job on A.J. Brown, at least in the statistical category. I think a lot of that's been on Hurts not wanting to throw, but we'll see what happens here. Maybe they pick on his replacement. Third down and goal. Philadelphia lined up right now on the Panther 4. Hurts in the gun, Barkley to his right. A.J. one-on-one at the bottom. He's got Smitty in the slot. Hurts calls for the football. He's going to throw. Looks left. Now comes back right. He's backpacking. Throws. Caught. Touchdown, Grant Calcaterra. And there's a passing touchdown to Dallas Goedert's replacement.
Heck yes.
That's his first of his career, Josh. How about that? There you go, Jalen. There's the passing game.
Okay, we're saying it now. 2 touchdown passes, not yards, but you go for the over 1.5 touchdown passes for Jalen. We'll take that. That is big time, obviously. But, I mean, all things considered, the way the offense moved, you got to get a touchdown here. And that's a good play from Jalen. Good play design. Calcaterra coming back over the middle of the field. Let's go.
Yeah, they were looking for A.J. Brown on the slant, came back and threw it to Grant Calcaterra, and now we're going to have the extra point up and no good by Jake Elliott. But the Panthers jumped off sides, Josh. He's going to get another chance.
Whew.
Jake Elliott is a problem, man. He's officially a problem.
Okay, maybe I jinxed it. I was saying they were good, but
yeah, they might go for two now, depending on the penalty.
Yes, that's a good thought. At this point, you might as well, because it's going to be the 1 yard line. You run the tush push.
Out comes Jalen Hurts. Oh, man. 3 missed field goals in the Washington game, or missed kicks. He missed the extra point and 2 field goals. He missed a 53-yarder earlier today and now misses a chip shot extra point. It is windy. It's 16-mile-per-hour winds, gust over 20 today in Philly. But this is a totally fine snap, totally fine hold, and just missed it. All right, here we go. Let's see what happens here. Eagles on the field for the 2-point conversion now. They look like they got an extra offensive lineman and Tyler Steen. Let's see if they go tush push. Oh, we're not sure yet. Saquon Barkley is in, as they are lined up. No, offset I formation. 3 tight ends on the field. Hurts under center. Takes the snap. Turn gives Saquon. Tries to bounce it upside, and he's going to be in.
There we go.
There we go. 2-point attempt is good, and there is Saquon Barkley with a 2-yard, 2-point conversion. And the Birds are up by 6.
Very much surprised that you don't do the brotherly shove there, but
I was too.
Still works.
I was too.
Okay.
How about that? Grant Calcaterra, first receiving touchdown in for Dallas Goedert. That one hits today, and Philadelphia 6-point lead. Now a chance for the defense to go to work here in the fourth quarter, Josh. Maybe get some sacks.
Heck yeah. All right, get this one set up. Move the Eagle over here. ES Eagles, let's go.
Here we go.
Hit the like button.
Right.
We're almost at 1,500 likes now.
Whew.
Almost 4,500 combined viewers. We're getting there, baby. This is Eagles get some momentum now. Defense come back out. Maybe get a sack or 2.
That'd be nice.
Let's go.
I got a couple of other underdogs with a little Bryce or Josh Sweat sack that could hit to make things really interesting, but we'll see. It looks like my Smitty and A.J. Brown hires are not going to hit, which is a bummer. So we can use a couple of sacks to make it more interesting.
Need a miracle.
Yeah, probably not happening.
Albert with a 2 said we need a red zone touchdown, not field goals. Saquon time before the play was
Basically
called.
it.
So,
Basically called it.
There we go. You got it. Help with the score. Appreciate that. Yeah, I think all of my... It's sad because I was feeling like, the Jalen over 1.5 passing touchdowns. And that one hit. But I think that's it because the Smitty not getting 8 yards in the first quarter, 9 yards in the first quarter. Couldn't get it later.
Yeah. Joseph Grillo says 73 yards passing against Hurts may be hurt. No, I don't think he's hurt. I think he's just struggled.
Yeah.
King Tom the Bomb says maybe the kicker should try to miss, and then they'll actually make it. Well, there you go. A little reverse psychology on the kickers there, Josh.
It works for my golf game. I don't know. I guess it's worth a shot. I suppose. You see. It never fails. If you have a hole that there's water on the hole, then immediately it goes into it. But if you line up and you're like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna just intentionally, then all of a sudden you hit a beauty, and you're like, oh, see, do that every time. I don't know if it's the exact same way for field goal kickers, but it's worth a shot.
Well, Philadelphia in the the second and fourth quarter have been really good, and that has been the case again today. All right, 8-play, 70-yard scoring drive. Here comes the kick by Braden Mann. It's going to be fielded out the back of the end zone, and out will trot the Panther offense. Multiple 10-plus play drives for touchdowns today, but the missed extra point. Something to keep an eye on here in a 6-point game right now. 22-16.
Okay. Eagle 1 was saying, Thomas, I need 80 yards from Young to win. So I guess...
Do you want the 80 yards right now? I would probably give them a score.
Definitely give them a score. They did this drive and another one. So, yeah, hopefully not. Hear you.
All right.
Good
108 yards right now for Bryce Young. Under center from his own 30. Hubbard the lone setback. Thielen slot to the far side. Hubbard takes this, a turn give to Hubbard and tackled immediately there by Josh Sweat and Darius Slay. Good play there by number 2, but he is holding his rib and seems a little banged up there. Looks like he's going to get up there, and we'll see if he stays in the game. 2nd and 10. Check in on the... Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, just real quick, got to give a shout out to Slay, because as much as we say, not great tackling, that was a fantastic tackle and willingness to be physical. I don't know if he'll continue to do that because of that shot, but you don't see Slay be willing to come up, make a stop on a running back like that. So shout out to him.
He stays in the game here. 2nd down and 10 from the Panther 30. They're going to go empty. 5 wide receivers in the field for Bryce Young with the play clock winding down. Takes a low snap with a 4-man pressure. Looks left, throws left, caught, and making the tackle immediately is Zach Bond. Gain of 5 there for Adam Thielen's 6th catch of the day. It'll be 3rd down, make it 5. 12:53 to go here, and a chance for a quick 3 and out and to get off the football field on 3rd down for the Bird defense.
Here we go. 3rd and 5. This is the time. The Panthers have kept drives alive all game, definitely second half wise on 3rd down. Get your stop.
All right, 4 for 10 on 3rd down today. Averages 7.5 yards to go. This one's 5 from the Panther 35. Young in the gun takes the snap. Looking left, now steps up. He's going to throw, and that's going to be caught. And they're stealing for a 1st down up to the Panther 44-yard line. Nice play using the legs of Bryce Young to step in the pocket and avoid pressure. And Adam Thielen there, catch number 7 on the day. He's been working the slot. This time, Zach Bond was the closest man.
Yeah, Bryce Young bobbled it actually too, able to make the catch, but bobbled it on that play from Adam Thielen. Bryce Young played terrible early on. Obviously, why he got benched and then Andy Dalton went in, but he's been a completely different quarterback over the last couple of weeks since being reinserted into the lineup.
1st and 10, moving from our left to our right. Here's a play action for Bryce Young. Steps up in the pocket, looks right, throws right. That's caught. There's Moore. A long way to go. Good tackle by Nakobe Dean to keep him short of the 50. It'll be a 4-yard gain on 1st down. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
Good play made there. Keep him in front of him. It's going to be the continued part, though, taking down a lot of the clock. It's what Carolina's done all game. It's like you could tell that the game plan they had coming in was we're going to snap the ball almost every time with the play clock at 5 or less. Take as much time as possible, give the defense a rest, limit possessions for Philly. Here we go.
2nd and 4 officially from the Panther 49. Young again under center, 2 tight end look. Motion Moore across the formation. Takes the snap, turn, give Hubbard, run left side. Gets around the edge. No, he doesn't. That's a good play there by Zach Bond, throwing him out of bounds for a loss of 1. Looked like Jalix Hunt helped get him out there and force him to go around, and there came Zach Bond for another tackle today. He's over 8 on the day combined. He's been great.
I was wondering if we could get a holding call on that play.
I thought we would, too.
Jalix was trying to go out that direction, nothing going, but yeah, you can always count on Zach Bond.
All right, 4th and probably 5, I think. They backed him up. Officially a loss of 1. 3rd down and 5, 10:29 to go here, 4th quarter. 22-16 Philadelphia, trying to get the football back to their offense. Ball at the Panther 49. 2 on the play clock, 1 on the play clock. Do they get it off? They do. Young takes the snap, looking across the middle, steps up. He's going to run. Long way to go. He gets around. He's got a 1st down and more to the 40, and Nakobe Dean runs him out of bounds at the Eagle 40. There is a penalty marker, and I think it's all the way back in the Panther backfield. I think they're going to get a hold on Carolina.
I think it might be on the secondary for Slay. Yeah, I was going to say I think they're calling Slay, but...
Oh, yeah. Wow, it is. I missed that. Yeah, it's not going to matter. They'll tack on the holding at the end of the play. And so, very quickly, here comes Bryce Young showing off his ability to run with the football, following in Jalen Hurts' footsteps. And there you go. That's Thielen working on Slay. I didn't see a hold there. Thielen initiated the contact. That's pretty weak.
Yeah, he's kind of going into him.
Yeah.
I'm also surprised, delay of game. I mean, the clock was at 0. I know it's usually look at 0. Ref has to see it, that the ball didn't get snapped, but that seemed like it was obvious.
Ball up to the Eagle 35. 9:50 to go, 4th quarter. Young under center. Here comes a toss right. Chuba Hubbard cuts up field and will gain at least a yard or 2. Good tackle there by Bond and Gardner Johnson, who might be writhing on the ground or writhing on the ground in pain here, and he is.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, yeah, he's
Gosh,
really
hopefully he's okay. CJ came up to lay an absolute hit on Hubbard, and he missed him. And I think he ran into Jalix Hunt. He ran into one of the Eagles players. I couldn't tell who it was, but that didn't look great.
Okay, yeah, he's in a lot of pain right now. They're going to go to commercial break. So, you worry about injuries in a game like this, Josh, and they had been relatively healthy. Gardner Johnson went out early, came back, and then got the interception, but it's looking like probably pretty bad injury here.
It's, hopefully nothing too serious. He already went out, like he said. He tried to deliver punishment to Hubbard. I mean, you can appreciate that, but man, you need him for this point of the game.
Yep. All right, commercial break. See if we get an update on Twitter by the beat writers in the building here.
Yeah, Carolina 6 for 12 on third down. So for people that are saying they're converting all of them, it's not a good conversion, not a good stop percentage, but it's also not like you're, what was it, whenever we played Arizona last year, like 11 for 15 or something like that.
All right. 4,200 people watching. Appreciate you guys hanging out here. See if they can get a win. It'd be nice.
Got to keep it going.
They really do. Really do. Oh, man.
Turnover
Come
would be
on,
nice.
guys.
Get one of those. Yeah, people saying definitely a trap game. Yeah, it was a 50-50 back and forth. I didn't think it was. I mean, I'll be honest. I did not think it was. It's clearly obvious that it was because we're at this point in the game with 9 minutes left. But I thought it would be one of those, you take care of business. It's not been the case. I would still argue, even though, yes, that Carolina's, a chance to score potentially, could even retake the lead. I would argue the defense has been not good, but they've been decent. They've held up most of their end of the bargain, I would say, because if the offense had kept drives alive and sustained things and take advantage, it would have allowed the defense to get more of a rest, but you've had them on the field for so much now.
All right, Gardner Johnson has gotten up and has been helped slowly off the football field, and I think you're right. We got some friendly fire here, Josh. Yeah, Gardner Johnson, oh my gosh, kind of blew up Bond, too. Bond is lucky to be okay. Thought for sure that maybe Bond could get a concussion there. Yeah, I think Gardner Johnson that's a head blow to the head. I'll probably end his day, and you're going to get Avonte Maddox the rest of the way, Josh, in a one-score game.
The best Tom, Panthers fan. Yeah, maybe lower back is what he's kind of grabbing. Said, Panthers will shock the world. Keep pounding. So we got the Panthers
Someone's in here.
Of that.
2nd and 8. Here we go. Ball at the Eagle 34-yard line. Under center is Young. Here comes a play action to the right. Rolling, throwing, and that's incomplete. And they were trying to get Chuba Hubbard out of the backfield. That one was kind of blown up from the start. It'd be 3rd down and 8. You kind of wonder, 6-point ball game, 9:15 to go. I think you would take a field goal if you don't get any more yards here, Josh. But your kicker, Eddie Pinheiro, a little shaky with a missed extra point a couple of minutes ago.
Yeah, you don't know if you can trust him. Good play there from Ajomo and Nolan Smith, too, running that down. And then Nakobe Dean in coverage for the screen pass to Hubbard. So big play, 3rd and 8.
3 on the play clock, 2 on the play clock, 1 on the play clock. He got it off with double zeros. They're going to run it up the middle with Hubbard, and he's going to be just short. Good tackle there by Nakobe Dean. He gets about 6. He needed 8, and they're in territory now, and Bryce Young is telling them to huddle. I think they're going to go for this, Josh, and they are.
Yeah, I think that was a pretty obvious play call. I think that you're going to go 4-down territory by running it on a 3rd and 8. As you said, Nakobe Dean, what a fantastic tackle there, because that looked like it was going to be a 1st down, but biggest play of the game right here.
4th and 2. They're 2 for 2 on 4th down today. They've scored a touchdown the first time out. 7 on the play clock. Hubbard to the left of Young in the gun from the Eagle 27. Takes a snap. He's going to throw. 4-man pressure. Stops. Throws. Incomplete.
Let's go! Yes! No flags. No flags.
Trying to get Adam Thielen on a slant. Good coverage there by Darius Slay.
Woo.
And the Eagles are going to turn the ball over, or the Panthers are going to turn it over to Philadelphia. How about that?
Oh, big time stop. You needed that. It was actually Xavier Legette on the slant route, but Slay runs over there. Let him play. Little bit of touch and go.
Got a little early, sure.
We've seen that be called a flag before. Not saying that it was, but a little bit of touch and go. So we'll take that.
Okay, good stop there. Defense bend but didn't break. All right, 8 minutes, Saquon Barkley time. Let's close this thing out and get out of here with win number 11 on the year.
Oh, my gosh. Yes.
Desperately needed. Desperately needed.
If you were the $3 million person, I mean, actually, I got a super chat here on this. This is perfect timing. Bazzino with the 5 says, my guy dropped $3 million on the Eagles to win today. That's the issue. That's why this game is so close.
Yeah, it feels like it.
But if you were the $3 million guy that bet that, you talk about a nervous sweat as an Eagles fan, but
Sweating
that would have unbelievable, extreme nervousness at this point. So, got to stop.
$3 million.
We're close.
Crazy that you'd bet that much money on Philadelphia. Oh, man. All right. Well, Melly J said A.J. Brown with the closer. It'd be nice. I could use an A.J. Brown 65-yard touchdown pass. That would be really great. No reason in particular, but something like that. I could use another 10 for DeVonta Smith. That's really what I need to help at least get me 3 of the 4 for the flex pick.
Yes. Yep.
But we'll see. We'll see.
I anticipated that this was going to be, because, we even had, what was it? John McMullen was tweeting about it. Zach Berman was tweeting about it. But we had, fullback Khari Blasingame activated for this. The expectation was you get a lead, you start seeing some reps from the fullback.
Yeah.
You haven't been able to. I don't know if this is the moment, because it's still only a 6-point game that you're like, let's go out there and run some I formation and some power football. But it would be cool. It'd be fun. I just don't know how many reps you're going to go of, we still need to move the football if you feel more comfortable to not do that. I don't know. Something to at least keep an eye on. By the way, almost, like I said, 4,500 combined viewers. We're almost to 1,500 likes. If you've not hit the like button, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to both channels. We do appreciate that. We are on the road to 70 and 90, and Eagles hopefully finish this thing out. I mean, up 6 points. If you score here, the kind of hilarious, ironic part about it, depending on when you took the Eagles, if the Eagles scored, you might even get a cover, which is insane to say for how this game is.
All right, 8:35 to go back from commercial break in a 6-point game. 3-9 Carolina, 10-2 Philadelphia, going in different directions, but providing quite the entertainment here on a Sunday afternoon. Eagles take over at their own 27. Hurts in the pistol, Barkley behind him. Takes a snap, play action, looks right, throws left. That's going to be caught by A.J. Brown for a little slant and a first down. And there is number 11, has had a very frustrating day. He's been open a lot, hadn't gotten the football that much. But the 12th completion of the day for Jalen Hurts will go for 10, and that'll move the chains, keep the clock going.
Whenever you need it, it's always there. They don't run it a lot of times, but whenever you need it, it's an AJ slant route.
Sure seems that way. 8:09 to go in this football game. 4 targets, 3 catches for 28 yards for number 11. Birds going nice and slow here. Jalen, 12 of 18 for 88 and 2 touchdowns. Back in the pistol, takes the snap, turn gives Saquon. Running on the left side, got a nice size hole and is tripped up before he got to the 50. He thought the knee didn't go down, but that will break the Eagles' all-time single-season rushing record. There is number 26 into the record books, Josh. Beats out LaShawn Shady McCoy, and he does it with 4 games left. That's a 9-yard gain on first down.
Good for him. Just unbelievable. The level at which Saquon Barkley can play and what he does combined with the offensive line, totally well-deserved. And like you said, there's 4 games remaining, so who knows where he gets to.
Ball at the 49-yard line, 2nd and 1. Hurts will take the snap and give to Saquon again. Tries to cut outside, and is going to fall forward to the line of gain. Didn't get back across the line again. I think he might have lost half a yard. Be 3rd down and 1.5. 1,615 rushing yards, Josh. That is the single-season rushing record, and 4,000 or less than. He's 385 rushing yards away from 2,000, which is crazy. They're going to go brotherly shove on 3rd and 1, and obviously that is good for 3 yards. So, Carolina defense not really built to stop that one, but first down across the 49 to the 50, and that will move the chains. And again, burn another 30 seconds off the clock before they need to snap it. With about 6:10 to go in this football game.
It doesn't matter. It's unstoppable. Sometimes it's one of those where, you pick up like a yard, and then there's other instances like this last one where it's like Jalen Hurts is crowd surfing for 3 full yards of, there you go, easily pick that up. And that's just, it's unstoppable.
9th 100-yard rushing day for Saquon Barkley. Hasn't broken a big one yet. His longest is about 19. Pistol formation from the 50. Hurts will call for the football. He'll turn. No, he's going to fake it and throw. Bails out and rolls right. He's going to have to slide down and take a terrible sack there. Yikes. I think that was an RPO, and he decided to throw it and didn't like what he saw once he decided to throw it. Rough day for Jalen Hurts. Another big sack for a loss of 6.
So the fear here is I think that in his head, he's thinking, if I throw this, it's going to be a penalty for ineligible downfield. But the problem is, like, okay, you throw it out of bounds. It's a 5-yard penalty. You slide there, and what? You lost 7, 8, or
9
9 yards now?
How about
okay,
that?
so
yeah.
he should have just thrown it and take the 5-yard penalty.
5:34 to go in this game. Birds back at their own 41. 2nd and 19. Hurts in the gun, calls for the football. Turn gives Saquon running right side and will fall across the 46 to the 47. So that'll get about 6 and make it 3rd and manageable, but still 3rd and a decent amount, Josh. And here's the problem. It's a 6-point game, right? 5:18 to go. Carolina's a touchdown away from winning, essentially, if you can't convert here on 3rd and 13. This is kind of scary time.
This is the part where I don't understand. Again, like, you can throw the football. On the previous play where Jalen is throwing it, like, why don't you just run it again? You had so much success.
3rd and 13 from the Eagle 47. Hurts in the gun with Barkley to his right. Smitty slot to the near side. Takes the snap with the Panther blitz. Hurts steps in the pocket. Looks right. Throws right. A.J. Brown's got it. He's going to have a first down. Across the 40.
Oh, he's going to be short.
Progress is going to... You don't think it's going to give it to him?
Well, I think he reestablished forward progress whenever he turned around, didn't he?
He might have. Nope. They give him a first down.
Okay,
wow.
I didn't know what they were going to say reestablished once he tried to fight for it more. Okay, they're going to give it to him.
Just when you needed Hurts to make a good throw. There's number 11. Needed 13. He got just enough. And the big gainer there to A.J. Brown to move the chains and might be the move that bails out Philadelphia here.
They're for sure going to look at that, you think, or maybe they already did. That's close. It's a big call. We'll take it.
First down. It's official. Hurts is kicking the football with the Panther 38. Here's the Saquon Barkley run. He's got nowhere to go. Spins out of one tackle. Gets off another one and then gains 2 yards. And what was a... for sure lost there by Saquon Barkley. My goodness, 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, you were calling it, Thomas. I mean, it's literally he's going to get a 2-3 yard loss, able to break 3 tackles and fight for 2 yards there.
Play clock continues to wind, too. Panthers only have 1 timeout left. They can stop the clock twice with that 1 timeout and the 2-minute warning. 3:34 in this football game. Next snap will come under 3:20. 2nd and 8. Hurts empty right now. We'll probably wait and see if he motions Saquon back in. No, they're going to stay empty. Running out of time here. Hurts calls for the football. Did not get it off in time. That is a bad delay of game, Josh, and it is one, officially.
Golly. Okay, I will say it is a bad delay of game. That's the same timing that Bryce Young took the snap on that they did not call the delay of game.
True.
So, I mean.
Yeah, it's very true.
Come on.
Oh, man. All right, there's your 6th penalty of the day on Philadelphia. And so 2nd and 8 becomes 2nd and 13. Shout out the 4,486 people watching between both channels right now. Hit the thumbs up button.
Go.
Appreciate you guys hanging out here. How close do you get, Josh, before you're comfortably able to trot out Jake Elliott, who's been Jake the Miss the past couple of weeks?
The 10-yard line, maybe?
Yeah.
You get up to the
They're not close.
to the 10.
Ball at the Panther 42-yard line. Hurts in the gun on 2nd and 13. Gainwell to his left. Takes the snap. Here comes a delayed blitz. Stepping in the pocket. Looks left. Throws left. That's going to be incomplete. Trying to get the football to DeVonta Smith. And a good play there by J.C. Jackson, I believe. It'll be 3rd and 13.
Yeah, it's a decent throw. These are some dangerous attempts, though, because they're longer developing routes.
Yeah.
Trying to get a stop. If Carolina jumps it there, it's a really good play. Smitty's in an opportunity to potentially make a play, but now it's a big 3rd down, as we've said a couple different times on this drive. Can they convert 13?
3:14 to go in a 1-score game. 6 points to be exact, the difference between the Carolina Panthers and the 10-win Philadelphia Eagles. From the Carolina 42, Hurts in the gun on 3rd and 13, takes the snap. 4-man pressure in a clean pocket for Jalen. Surveying, looks left, throws left, dumps it off. That's caught Calcaterra, and he's well short. He might have gotten 3. And it's going to be 4th down and a long way to go. And it's a 47-yard field goal, Josh, for Jake Elliott. And you're going to need Jake to make this, Josh. It's 4th and 8, but you've got to kick it here.
Yeah. Carolina going to call timeout. Was this a face mask here? Was this?
Yes, it was.
Oh, my gosh.
Yep. Very obvious one, too. And they didn't call on Josey Jewell. Wow. Wow, the ref's looking right at it. He's right there.
How many times are they going to miss calls like this? Oh, my gosh.
Wow, they missed a big one. Okay.
That's ball. Right. If it gets called, that's ball game. That is ball game because you're getting 15 yards. They're going to be out of timeouts, and you're going to have 3 minutes to play here. Oh my gosh. So
Jalen
now
Hurts is staying on the field, Josh. They're not going to kick this.
okay, the only way
Oh
that I
my
expect them to run this
gosh.
play is there's no way, right? Like you're gonna try to get an extra 5 yards and then maybe you do a
Yeah.
4th down. There's no way you go 4th and 8.
Yeah, Jake's back over warming up on the sideline. That kind of feels like, 47 yards. If Jake can't make a 47-yarder, we got a lot bigger problems. Okay, they're lined up to go for it, though, from the Panther 36. Hurts in the gun with 4 in the play clock. Are they going to snap it? I don't think they will. And they are not.
Okay, so they're not. They don't trust Jake. They're taking the penalty. They're going to punt it.
What?
They okay. So if we want to know, they don't trust Jake, but you want to know exactly how badly they don't trust Jake. It's not even a 50-yarder. It's a 47-yarder, and they don't trust Jake to kick that field goal that they're going to take. Oh man, wow.
Jeez, I got a bad feeling, Josh. This
What
is
does that
really,
say to Jake
really
too?
bad.
Jake's over there warming up, like thinking maybe I'm going to
Holy
kick this
cow.
thing. 47 yards, and they're not going to do
Ooh.
that.
That is really bad. Really bad.
Okay, well
all
that's
right.
an issue. Because winning teams, even in bad games, you got to be able to trust on a kicking game. If you don't trust your kicker, a 47-yarder.
There's a Brady man
good-
punt, and it's
oh,
going to be go.
what
Stop at
a
the 2 by
field.
Maddox.
Let's
All
go.
right, Braden Mann.
3-yard line?
Well today. Good job, Avante. All right,
Down to the
2:58
3.
To go. No timeouts, and they need a touchdown to tie and an extra point to win, essentially. So come on, defense. Good job, Avante Maddox. Really good job.
He's made not a lot of great plays, but that's a fantastic play for special teams. To field that,
job.
make the catch, go down.
Big credit.
3-yard line. Shout out to Montel Chisholm, by the way, the 50 bomb. No comment,
Whoa.
but a sticker
Whoa.
here of I've got a little description of what it is. It's like a Shiba dog wearing samurai armor. So we thank
Sick.
you. It says you're amazing. So appreciate that.
Awesome. You're amazing. All right, ball at the Panther 2. 98 yards to make this game very interesting. 22-16 Philadelphia, 2:58 to go in this ball game. Moving left to right. Empty setback for Young. He's going to throw across the middle incomplete, trying to get Xavier Legette. 2nd and 10.
Man, watch that hold. They're in their own end zone.
They're
There's
not
an
throwing
opportunity
that.
here.
You know
They're not
that.
going to, but they need to
Come
watch
on.
it.
I know. 2nd down and 10 from the Panther 2-yard line. Bryce Young 14 of 24, $128, 1 touchdown. That pick to C.J. Gardner-Johnson, who is not in this game right now. It is Tristin McCollum and Avante Maddox the rest of the way here. Actually, no, Gardner-Johnson is back in. All right, well, that's good. 2nd and 10 from the Panther 2. Empty set. 5 wide receivers on the field. What pass rusher can get a sack here and seal this game? Young takes the snap. 4-man pressure. Rolling to his
got it,
left.
Milton.
Now he's going to stop. Now he's going to run, and he threw it
Oh.
incomplete. And I think he was across the line of scrimmage. Is that not an illegal
Okay,
forward
I was going to
pass?
say, yeah.
There's the flag. All
There
right.
you go.
Xavier
Looked like he
Legette
was
dropped
close.
it regardless, but he was definitely over here. And it's going to be 2nd down, and actually, you probably decline it because there's no real more yardage
they're
to
not
back
moving
him
back
up.
further.
Make it 3rd and 10. Yeah, he definitely was across that line. Okay, so it should be 3rd and 10 would be my guess. Waiting on the call. Here we go. There's the illegal forward pass.
Okay, come on.
Oh, it's a loss of down and a half a distance to the goal penalty. So it's going to be 3rd down.
Oh, well, even better
and
then.
like
Okay.
11 and a half essentially here. All right, here we go.
Come on, baby.
Two more snaps to seal this one for Philadelphia because they got to go for it on 4th down would be my
Get
guess.
this
Here we
game.
go. 3rd and 11 from the 1-yard line. Carolina moving left to right. 99 yards to make this a very bad Sunday for us Bird fans. Young in the gun, takes the snap, 4-man pressure, backs up all the way to the end zone, steps up in the pocket. He's going to get hit.
Oh,
He's
my
going to be
gosh.
still rolling and then throws it, and it's going to be caught by Xavier Legette at the 30 and down at the 34-yard line for a massive 1st down. Oh, my gosh.
Are you serious?
Josh Sweat had him dead to rights for a safety, and Legette instead bails out Carolina, and they got new life.
I don't know how that just
Oh,
happened.
my
Josh Sweat
gosh.
is there, and he's starting to bring him down. He escapes the tackle. He's able to get it out to Xavier Legette, and oh my gosh, this is a totally new ball game.
Now they go first down, dump it off underneath Chuba Hubbard across the 35, out of bounds at the 37-yard line by Darius Slay. That'll stop the clock, 2:07 to go. One touchdown can beat Philadelphia. We're having Jaguar flashbacks right now if you're in Eagle land. Oh, man, Xavier Legette. One catch on the day, and then the big one for the rookie to give him a new set of downs and new life there. Holy cow.
It's Slay right there, throws it right over him too. Big Dog with the 2 earlier said, told y'all Jake is trash, Jake the fake, draft a kicker. They don't trust him.
Second and 4, 38-yard line. Legette takes the play off here. Young takes the snap, 4-man pressure, looks left, throws left, caught first down. There's Adam Thielen across the 45 to the 46 in front of Quinyon Mitchell and Zach Bond, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. And so if you were saying trap game all week, Josh, I was hoping it wouldn't be the case. The 5,000 people watching between both channels, it's very much happening right now, and the Birds could really screw up here if they lose this game. It could be really nasty.
I can't understand it. That's just, oh my gosh. Oh yeah, someone said Vegas wants that 3.1 million. They're coming to collect. That's what it is. He jinxed it with the 3.1 million. You don't ever who takes a money line at minus 800?
I don't know.
God,
I don't know. Unbelievable. Unbelievable this is happening right now to Philadelphia. This is just, oh, man. And it goes back to not being able to kick a 47-yarder. It's just crazy. That seals it. It's a 9-point game. There's no time left. But you can't kick a 47-yarder. It's just unbelievable. And then you down them at the 2, 3rd and 11 from the 1, and you still give up a 30-yard play to get them a fresh set of downs and a new life now. My goodness gracious.
Oh, it's terrible. The fact that you don't have the confidence to do that. I mean,
yeah, there'll be a lot of questions for Jake Elliott post-game, Josh. I wonder if he gets a locker room press conference or if you're going to have to listen to Nick Sirianni explain his thought process. But no good for 57, and he missed an extra point. Oh, man.
You figure the wind is playing a factor for sure, but, I mean, that's the part where I would question, like, a lot of other teams, if you've got a situation there of a 47-yard field goal, it's, hey, this is a 47-yard field goal to win the game. Like, that's what it was. It's a 47-yard field goal to win the game. You kick it. I know the risk-reward of, like, oh, if he misses it, they get a shortened field. And, you know, hindsight's 20/20 because you say, well, look where they are now. But still, you either take advantage and say, we're going to dictate terms here. We're going to try to go win the game versus, like, yes, you trust your defense, but I don't know. I mean, we could be saying, I get it. You could say the exact opposite if Josh Sweat had made that tackle on that sack, and then we'd be like, well, it's ball game. It's over. Like, no big deal. But, oh, man, it's so much closer than it needs to be.
All right. Well, still coming back from the 2-minute warning here. Oh, boy. Come on, guys. Do not fumble this away. Please, please don't do this. Please.
You see, people are saying, some people are saying it wasn't 47 yards. I thought it was.
It wasn't?
Where he was. I thought it was.
I thought it was 47.
On Twitter, somebody was saying 47. People are
Less
saying
than 50.
53. Okay.
Okay, that's a little more interesting.
John Winkler, appreciate the 5. He had 53. Okay, I guess at the 30. Where did I see 40? I thought I saw 47 on Twitter. But...
Okay. Still, Jake, the make of the pass, would have hit that no problem. 1st and 10 now from the 46. Young takes the snap, steps up in the pocket. He's going to run, and he's going to be tackled. Good tackle there by Jalen Hunt, friend of the show. Saves a big gain. Only got about 2, and he tackles him inbounds. Clock keeps running. 146, 145. Keeps ticking.
I was about to say, what are we doing with sending the blitz and not able to keep contained? But Jalen Hunt, what a play.
2nd and 7 right now. 1:37 to go. Ball at the Panther 49. 6-point ball game. Bird's trying to hang on. 4-man pressure coming. Stops, throws, caught. Legette. They dropped the football. They're going to let it go, and it's recovered. No, it's incomplete. Incomplete. Yeah, you figured they would. 3rd and 7. Clock stops. Trying to get Legette his 3rd catch of the day, and that one dropped again.
He's had multiple drops, really bad drops from Legette today. That almost would have been better for him to catch it. You know, like you take the time to get everybody set back up again.
Oh, it would have been. Much better.
Oh, 3rd and 7.
Better.
Come on, guys. Come on.
Looking for someone needs to get a sack. Where's Josh Sweat when you need him?
It's time.
3rd and 7. 4-down territory, obviously here. Ball at the Panther 49. They're 7 for 14 today on 3rd down conversions, averaging 7 yards. This one is 7 yards from the 49. In the gun, 3 receivers top of the formation. Takes the snap. 4-man pressure. Young steps up, deep ball, right side. That's going to be incomplete. Good defense there by Darius Slay. They're trying to get to Xavier Legette. 4th and 7. That was scary.
Yep. Didn't like seeing a deep shot there.
Ooh, that was
Just
scary.
nothing in general. Woo, 4th and 7, baby. All right, that was an overshot. I mean, there wasn't really an opportunity. CJ had the best chance probably out of all 3 guys back there, but one play. Let's do it. Come on, defense.
5,000 people watching between the 2 channels. Here we go. 4th and 7 from the Panther 39. Philadelphia trying to hold off the upset of the year in the National Football League. 10-win Eagles, 3-win Panthers. They're 4 for 2 or 2 for 3 on 3rd down today. In the gun, 1 of the play clock. Bryce Young takes a snap. Here comes a pressure by Philadelphia. Steps up, throws left side. That's going to be caught. First down. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my
Across
gosh.
the Eagle 40.
Come on.
Oh, boy.
Nolan's got a sack. You got him back there with pressure. I know that you're sending it there, but oh, my gosh. Now I don't know.
Clock ticking. 1 minute to go in this game. Up at the Eagle 39-yard line. In the gun is Bryce Young. Takes the snap with a 4-man pressure. Looking left, throwing left. That's going to be caught. Thielen out of bounds. Doesn't get a lot, about 5 yards. That'll stop the clock with 52 seconds left. And Adam Thielen is bent over on the sideline, huffing and puffing. This has been a crazy 4th quarter drive by the Carolina Panthers, and they have been marching down the field. This one started at their own 1. What a throw.
Yeah, this
Bryce
is going to
Young.
be...
Jeez.
They got to march down the field, 97 yards, 98 yards?
Mm-hmm. 2nd and 4. 52 seconds left, no timeouts. Philly's got all 3. Thielen's over 100 yards receiving with that last catch. 9 for a 102 from the Bird 33-yard line. Young in the gun. Another blitz coming from Philadelphia. Young steps up, throws, home run ball to the end zone. Caught! And it's a touchdown for Xavier Legette with 46 seconds left. Oh, no, they called it incomplete. No way, They called it incomplete. Did he drop it? Oh, they got to pray to their lucky stars that Xavier Legette just dropped it.
Oh, my gosh.
Carolina
Please tell me he dropped it.
Challenge because we're inside 2
Please
minutes. They
tell me
can
he
look
dropped
at it.
it.
Let's see. Here's the replay. Beats Darius Slay, and it is a drop.
Oh.
He dropped it. He dropped it. Holy
Oh,
cow,
my
he dropped
gosh.
it. What a drop. Xavier Legette has had a couple of those today, Josh. That is a untouched touchdown over Darius Slay. Oh, my goodness, they got lucky. Still,
What is this
3rd and 4.
defense doing, guys? Come on, you got to make a stop. You got to get
44
something now.
seconds left. 33-yard line of Philadelphia.
Oh, man.
Come on, defense. Isaiah Rodgers in as the nickel cornerback right now. 5 on the play clock. Young in the shotgun. Takes a snap. They bring a blitz. Steps up in the pocket. Rolling to his right. Still rolling. Still rolling. He's going to stop and throw it out of bounds. Incomplete. It'll be 4th and 4.
Oh, my gosh.
37 seconds left. Moro Jomo applying pressure there, Josh.
I don't know if I can breathe right now. Oh, my gosh. How close this has been. It's one play. I mean, it comes down to this one. You'll see if they could get a first down, maybe extend the drive, but the time's going to tick if they don't get out of bounds. Oh, my gosh. Come on, D. Let's go. Get a stop.
All right, 4th and 4, 16-22. Philadelphia clinging to a 6-point lead. 11 on the play clock. 37 seconds left on the game clock. They got to hurry. They just broke the huddle with 4 left. In the gun from the Philly 33. Bryce Young calling for the football. He did not get that off. That's a delay of game by like a mile. And they gave him like
easily.
3 extra seconds, too.
Easily.
Delay of game.
Still didn't call it.
Took forever. 3rd and 4 becomes 3rd and 9.
Oh. All right, come on.
No time runoff because the game clock obviously was already stopped on the incomplete pass. I cannot believe how long it took for them to throw it. Normally it's like double zeros, maybe a second. That was double zeros and 3 more seconds, and then the delay of game. Here we go, 4th and 9.
I don't know how. Guys, you got to get this. One more, please.
Oh, my goodness. Here we go. 37 seconds left. 3 for 4 on 4-down conversions today. They got the Thielen gainer a couple of plays ago. Young in the gun. 7 on the play clock. 6, 5 from the Eagle 36. Young stamps his foot. Takes a snap. 5-man pressure. He's back. He's being chased. He rolls out to his left. He's still rolling. He's still rolling. He stops, fires, throws, and that's going to be incomplete. Darius Slay broke it up.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, the Birds are going to survive. Oh, they're going to survive.
Wait,
There's a flag.
This
There's a
after
flag.
the play. Got to be for the helmet, right? After the play's over. He took his helmet off. It's not. Slay took his helmet off after the play. It's got to be 15 yards like afterward. Over.
This flag is in the Eagle. It's in the backfield.
Don't tell me it's roughing the passer or anything, is it?
We're
please.
waiting.
Oh, please. No.
Personal foul. Illegal blindside
Okay,
block by
okay.
the Panthers. Game over.
Oh, my gosh, we did it somehow.
Okay. 4th and 9. Eagles take over. 29 seconds left. They'll knee it and win.
Oh,
my goodness. They get to 11 wins.
It should not have been that close. It shouldn't have been that difficult, but oh, my gosh. You got to be kidding me.
Yeah, they slammed Jalen Carter on the blindside block. Was a Fonwu. Or
Golly.
Conwu, excuse me. But, yeah,
Hit the
pretty
like
good
button.
coverage.
Almost 6,000 between the streams. We got the dub. It wasn't pretty. I should say, one more snap, but wow. I'm struggling to breathe right now.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy.
John M said Slade redeemed himself. He did.
Yeah,
he got
did.
back there and
He
made that
did.
play.
Here comes the kneel down by Jalen Hurts.
Boy.
And the clock will run out and Philadelphia's going to win. Okay, just like we thought, right?
Yeah.
Pretty easy.
Driving
Pretty
through
easy.
Japan says Mr. 3.1 million must be puking right now. He was
has gotta
puking
be.
a
I'd be
lot
throwing
a second.
up.
Like
I'd be
I would have
throwing
been in a bad way. Oh my gosh. Somehow they
close.
did it.
So close.
Whew.
Oh, man. Okay. Victory. Victory for Philadelphia, 22-16. All right, well, wow.
I don't even know how to describe that last a minute 30, minute 40, whatever it was. You had so many opportunities where I was like, oh, they're going to sack him. They're going to bring him down. It's over. Penalty. Xavier Legette, touchdown. No, he dropped it. And let's just call it what it is. A lot of other receivers, I don't know if I'd say the vast majority, but a lot of other receivers are making that catch. And so
Yep.
we call it luck if we want to. We call it whatever. But we won a game that was clearly a trap game. I didn't expect it to be. Did not think it was going to. You hang on, take care of business. That's really the most important thing at the end of the day. But oh my gosh, Adam, the stash lives on somehow, miraculously.
Yeah, it does. Barely. It barely lives on. Yeah, Josh, there'd be a lot of question marks coming from Philadelphia this week. You could barely beat the Panthers, but you see this happen. Carolina's been pesky the past couple of weeks and just lucky to pull it off. They lose this game last year. We've said that multiple times this season. It felt kind of like the Jaguar game, Josh, but maybe even a little scarier because the Jaguar game was a kind of a weird fumble away from it not being close. This was just, I don't know, Jake Elliott not being good. It's crazy. Crazy.
Yeah. Didn't trust him to do it. Yes, it's a 50-ish yard or whatever, but it speaks volumes. It speaks volumes to the confidence level where you're at in the game. Ultimately, the defense got to stop. I mean, the end justifies the means, so it was the right decision. You won the game. It's just, oh my gosh. Yeah, Shane L with a 5 said going to the ER might need some blood pressure medicine. Go for it. That's a lot of us. Rustrada with a 5 also said, let's breathe and say it. 11-2.
They did it. 11-2.
Thankfully, that is where we're at. It was harder than it needed to be. More difficult than it needed to be, but they took care of business. John Newkirk with a 20 bomb.
There you go.
I hated that, but EAGLES, Eagles win.
Same. I'm right there with you. I am right there with you.
It was reminiscent of last season, honestly. I mean, we haven't had too many of those games, but reminiscent of last season. And you mentioned the Atlanta game, Thomas, earlier, saying as you're calling it towards the end, it felt like, okay, well, we've seen this before. A team marched down the field last second, take advantage, but they thankfully took care of business. Luke with a 2 said Thomas almost got that money early. Bye-bye, Elliott. Not yet. Thomas is not getting my money yet. It may be, it may be next week. But
I'm glad I didn't. Goodness gracious, I'm glad I didn't. Glad I didn't.
I don't think that he's going to, but yes, it was a lot closer in this one. I was feeling like today, how we felt now was how Pittsburgh next week was going to feel. Like, I think that we can win, but it's like, this is going to be a very difficult game. Offensively, you eke it out. You do just enough. You ask the defense a whole lot from them. I mean, heck, what was the time of possession was insane. It was 33. Yeah. It got a little bit better, I guess, towards the end, but 34 minutes almost for Carolina. Defense out there for a lot of plays.
Crazy. Absolutely crazy. But they stay alive for that 1 seed, right? That was the main goal. Oh, boy. Hey, I mean, The big takeaway here is Jake Elliott. I think Jalen Hurts played his worst game of the season, Josh. And there have not been a lot of big passing games, mainly due to the fact they've run the football very well. But it was not a lot of good passes today by Jalen Hurts. And there were a lot of open receivers. I think the All-22 film is going to be pretty surprising here with how disappointing Jalen Hurts was. And you just hope that, you think back to the Indy game in 2022, people mentioned in the comment section, and hope that this is just a bad game, that they win, and then they come back next week and play good against a much better defense in the Pittsburgh Steelers. Next week's going to be very interesting.
Yeah, next week's going to be a very big game. I think there'll be a little bit more up for that one, hopefully. But, Carolina, shout out to them. Bryce Young's been playing a whole lot better. Chuba Hubbard, 92 yards, a touchdown. They're giving teams all they can ask for. They're not winning, but they're giving teams all they can ask for lately. So it's a two-way street. Heath with the 20 bomb. Let's go. Says, great job again, fellas. Trap game avoided. Go Birds.
Avoided.
That's what it was. They survived in advance. Take advantage of it. Andrew with a 2. Nice little 3-hour anxiety attack on a Sunday. Nothing better, right? You take care of the Sunday scaries by just getting it out early. So Jorge with a 2. I almost crapped myself. LOL.
Yeah, same.
So, a lot of us there. Jasper with a 2. Thoughts on Jalen? I think Thomas kind of hit on it just a second ago as that super chat was coming. I'm rolling through on some of these. Canucks Briggs with a 20 bomb says, go Lord. Good Lord. That was closer than it needed to be. Hopefully this opens this team's eyes. We need to be better. Panthers were passing like they were in the playoffs. Eagles were passing like nothing mattered. I'm glad they won, but damn, that was a good synopsis. Yeah.
Yep. Defensive line, not as much pressure as you'd think that they were going to get. Secondary wasn't as sticky. I think DeJean maybe had his worst game. Gave up a little bit to Adam Thielen there, who worked him pretty good in the slot. It was tough overall. Yeah. Also, if you feel like you want to donate to the Jokes Hunt charity after a win, those are all linked down below. Now's a good time to continue to get that up there. And if you're not a subscriber, we're giving away, at least I am on my channel, the Cooper DeJean signed helmet. Probably this week, because we're going to hit 70,000 subs. So if you guys want to jump in on that, do that. And then Josh has got a Saquon and a Jalen helmet too. So subscribe to be entered.
Signed Jalen. That's all you got to do. It's as simple as that. Just go down there, hit the sub button, get a chance to win a Cooper DeJean signed helmet, Saquon Barkley signed helmet, Jalen Hurts signed helmet, and crazy other giveaways that we've already talked about. We can't reveal those yet. But even bigger
pretty
than
good stuff.
What we just mentioned.
Pretty good stuff.
So hit the sub button. Shout out to Austin Harris, member for 6 months. Hungry Dogs 2 said this was definitely an off game for the Birds, but they got the win, and now I'll pray for a big turnaround before next week. Fly, Eagles, fly.
That's all that matters. Yeah, and it's basically, if you want the 1 seed, you have to win out now, because any sort of slip up means the Lions got to lose 3 of their remaining 5, or 4 now, which is very unlikely. The Eagles, even if the Eagles win next week and they lose, and the Lions lose to the Bills, they still have to lose another one to get the 1 seed. So a lot of winning left to do with 3 divisional games and 1 test next week against Pittsburgh. It's going to be pretty tough. So still fun day.
To get the win. I mean, it's fun, I guess. It's very, very nerve and anxious. They got it though. I don't know. Two from John Reed here said, "Why does this remind me of the Browns close game?"
Felt similar. Maybe not as close.
Couple similarities,
but
going down to the wire. You hate it, but they still did get the win. The ultimate result. Another John M with a 5. Appreciate that, John. Said, I think there's little typos here, but I almost crap my pants as well. So go Birds.
There you go.
That's, again, a lot of us.
Seems to be a theme.
We've gotten used to all of these. You get into the fourth quarter, and then the Eagles run away with it. And not the case. I don't know. I mean, offensively, rushing was great. Like we said, Eagles ran for 211, 6.8 carry.
Yeah, they did.
They did. No turnovers. The one positive that I could try to spin for it a little bit, and realistically, yes, not the greatest game, maybe one of the worst games for Jalen all season, or certainly since the bye week, is at least it was no turnovers, and sometimes maybe that's taking it to the extreme of Jalen being hesitant to throw it down the field because he's not wanting to turn the ball over, but you saw AJ getting frustrated because he was wanting some of those shots, he's wanting some of those opportunities, and ultimately, you won the game. It wasn't pretty, but you didn't turn the ball over. So,
man.
I don't know. Take that for what you will. A couple more super chats here. We appreciate all the support. Flipping the Bird with a 2 said embarrassing win. It's also a good way to describe it. Kind of embarrassing win. You got people that are going to see that and go, see, I told you. I told you the Eagles are frauds because they should have lost the Panthers. They almost lost to the Panthers. Again, they hung tight with the Chiefs. They should have beat the Bucs last week. So it's a little bit of a different Panthers team from the first 7-8 weeks of the season. Green Wingman with a 5 could be due to all the physicality this defense has issued, but they looked a bit tired.
Maybe, yeah. I think, I mean, the emotions last week are probably running a little bit high, but I think Panthers just showed up, and Philadelphia was a little quiet. And everyone always talks about, Josh, you want to spin this in a positive direction. We always talk about how maybe you need a loss during a win streak to kind of reset yourself. They didn't lose, but maybe this is what's going to kind of reset them after they've been probably winning games very handedly over the past couple of weeks, especially even against the Baltimore Ravens. I mean, that was a double-digit win, and so maybe this kind of opens them up a little bit. It'd be nice if it does, because they got a really big test against a 10-win Steeler team that's about to win against the Browns coming up here in exactly a week.
Yeah, and we all understand it's like no game is a given or you take it for granted, but it's just a reminder of the NFL and a couple plays. Because at the same time, if Bryce Young, you could go to so many different moments of this game, but if Bryce Young on the goal line throws it and whenever it gets tipped, instead of Thielen being able to barely get it from Nakobe Dean, if Nakobe Dean picks that off, then all of a sudden we might be talking about, even at that point, of, oh, well, Philly has the ball again, they go down, score, it's a 2-possession game, and it's a wrap. You have all the momentum in the world. But tipped passes, things were going Carolina's way. They were getting some fortunate calls as well. And still, not to take anything away from them, they played well. They were able to live up to what they wanted to do most of the game, but their game plan, you could tell, was keep the ball as long as we can. Even if we're having drives that don't score, the snap almost every single time was 5 seconds, 4 seconds, -1 seconds, and the refs weren't calling it, so it didn't really matter. But they did not want to snap the ball whenever it was, anything less or anything more than like 5 seconds left on the play clock. Christian with the 2 said it is the NFL. All games are hard. See, there you go. All games are hard to win. A W is a W, or a win is a win. Mm-hmm. That is a fair point. That's what we're saying there. Dementors with the 7. Thanks for that. Said, let's not forget that missed face mask non-call. There you go.
True.
That's another one.
That would have sealed it too.
Scored that play to make it 29-16 at that time. Anyways, fly Eagles fly.
Yeah.
It's
fair.
Yeah, for sure.
Fair.
Because then you wouldn't have even gotten into this mess. It would have been the 15-yard penalty. You're well in field goal range, but 3 minutes left, no timeouts remaining for Carolina. Totally different ball game. So that's fair. I don't know. You could analyze it to death, but I don't know why they can't. They can analyze, or they can quick review so many different things. Why can't you look at that and go,
I know.
That's blatantly obvious. We're gonna go ahead and 15-yard penalty on it. That's clear.
Beats me. They can't do it. Cannot
5
do it.
From John, running through these again. We appreciate all you guys. Make sure and hit on all these super chats here. 5 from John. Yeah, I guess I should wear my glasses. Half of you we won. Go Birds. Okay, as far as the typo earlier, I still got what you were saying, so we do appreciate that.
Yeah.
Go Birds.
Yeah.
Tom Duggan with the 20 bomb. I don't see a comment here, Tom, but if you have something, let me know, and I will try to throw that back up there. We do appreciate the support, as always. Jordan Torres with a 5 said, my takeaway, if the defense isn't elite, the offense doesn't appear to be able to carry this team.
Wow. I mean, I don't know about that. I think that the passing game is definitely it's struggling, and Jalen, I think he struggled a lot today, and that will be par and parcel with stuff that has happened to Eagle teams in the past, where one side is working well, the other side's not working well. It feels like the passing game is one of the real big struggles right now, Josh. And if they can figure that out, they can be pretty deadly. But they still ran the ball for 200 yards, so the offense did nothing. And like you said, they probably are a penalty away there from really icing this one and making it not as close. But they held on.
I think I was muted. Sorry.
Yep, you were. I was going to say. I thought I was crazy. Yeah, I got
no,
you.
You're not crazy.
Like, what?
Okay, I'm back.
Go ahead.
I got the dogs with me today, just so they were barking. I think we're good. But no, what I was saying is someone mentioned on the stream earlier about the super chat, and I can't remember who it was, but it was a good point of the Indy game, right? Like the Super Bowl season, you go to Indianapolis and people are like, hang on now, this team is maybe not as good as we thought they were going to be. But then all of a sudden, you just need a little bit of something to get going, just to make sure you wake up and realize, look, every single game's going to be difficult. Sometimes it's not going to be pretty. But to the point also of like, the defense does need to be good, but it's on the same side of it for the offense. Like, you could make the case the passing game does need to be better, but it's not like the passing game needs to carry the offense even, because, you know, I would ask, like, what defense is or will stop this team from running 200 yards? Like, it's crazy to say that, but I mean, Baltimore was the number one in the NFL and they couldn't do it. So it's on both sides. But I think you look across the league, every single team, there's not a juggernaut. People are going to look at this and they'll say, hey, Detroit was going to murder us. We have no shot. But if that's the pessimistic way of viewing it, because Detroit had no defense, had no answer for Green Bay. Green Bay ran the football really well. So there's openings also to say, oh, we can play better than the Packers did, especially if you get a cold weather game, depending on if you get home field advantage. But anyway, I just say that yes, the defense does need to be good. The offense can get things going a little bit quicker. But it's not let's not freak out about this thing just because it was a close game against a team that was 3-9 coming into it. Cranky with a 5, run through some of these last super chats as well. Cranky with a 5 said, had a blast. Thanks for another great broadcast. See you guys next week.
There you go.
We appreciate that. We absolutely will be streaming all the games, including playoffs as well. So, going to try to do some NFC playoff games, even non-Eagles games. So, stay tuned for that one once we get there. Is it Devon Lewis, I believe, with a 5, said, this is the NFL. We're going to get some close games. We've been dominating for 6 weeks. Relax. There you go.
True.
Like
there you go. That's a good one.
Take the approach.
Good one to wrap up on, I'd say. Hopefully that's the last one, because that's about sums it up, I would say.
Yes. One last one from Canucks Briggs. I got to make sure and hit this. So the 5, Elliott looking like that Tucker guy from the Ravens. Hopefully he doesn't follow his example. I'd hate to see him go. That's going to be interesting. It'll be a topic that we'll talk about all week. Hear what Sirianni says, what the team does. Confidence level, where the win played a factor in this one, I don't know. But yes, he struggled even the extra point. Hannah threw one here, last minute too. Hannah, we appreciate that. The 10 said, when Chiefs win close games, people say they'll be fine.
It's true.
But we ripped the Eagles. Since the bye week, they played at Super Bowl contender level. Today was not pretty, but no need to hit the panic button just yet.
I agree. 100%.
Right there.
100%, Hannah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, if you're panicking at 11-2 team, it's a little much, I would say. I think they're okay.
Especially with we look across the whole league, teams that have, at the very top, and you see that they've lost games that they shouldn't, or very close games with other ones. So yeah, I totally agree. Last one here, and then we're gonna wrap it. It's music with a 5. Need to stop working against ourselves. Saquon goes for 10+ yards. We throw it 3 straight times. Shaking my head. He should have easily had 200+. Easily.
Yeah. There is that. I mean, but you also have these elite receivers. You got to keep defenses honest, and you got to mix it up a little bit. And the problem is that they just didn't throw the ball well today. And so maybe you got to run the ball a little bit more. But yeah, it's tough.
It is. I agree with its music, because I was saying the same thing during the game of, like, you ran for 7 yards. It's 2nd and 3. Why don't you just run the football again? Because you're going to pick up a first down. If you run 2 more plays, you're for sure going to get it. You're right. You do have to keep a defense honest. But I guess at this point, I would say we run the football so well. Run 2 straight plays, and if it's a short 3rd yardage, then run again, and then new set of downs, run again, and just keep going until they stack the box with 8 guys, 9 guys, and then you're like, oh, okay, now we'll start adjusting off of it. But I don't know, there does seem to be a little bit of a focus on the pass game early, and then they figure out, no, let's just go ahead and keep running the football, because that works. So
100%. Totally agree.
We will see. Anyway, the Eagles did get the win still. So as much as some people may want to be a little bit Debbie Downer, pessimistic, things like that, we're 11-2. Eagles are 11-2. This football team is still on the upward trend, whether you want to buy that or not. There's some things that they can fix, but nobody's perfect at this time of year. Health-wise, hopefully didn't appear to be anything major from some of the guys.
Seem to be okay.
About some of those injuries, and if there's long-term ramifications or things that keep them out next week. But ultimately, you continue to try to get healthier. Big game coming up against Pittsburgh, so stay tuned. We got game recaps coming out over the next couple days, as well as other videos throughout the week, and the live streams, of course, for every game. So, as always, we appreciate you guys. For Thomas Mott, Josh Davis, we wrap it here with a big Go Birds. Eagles.
Go Birds.